All right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer Release podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that takes hot.
Estimating 4, 3, 2, 1. It is all over. The Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
For the win. Draisaitl centers McDavid, tips it home. Game over.
Gretzky going in, Suter trying to get back. Gretzky with his nice score.
It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go.
And he scores. Leon Draisaitl.
It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
And there it is. Zach Hyman.
It's the cool and red hot Nielson Show. Let's go.
The Oilers pouring it on. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Smith from behind the net, a wraparound. Horton scores!
Edmonton wins.
Everybody tuning in, even my wife. And those Macramala intros are cutting like a knife.
That is an absolutely pitifully bad call.
Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life.
It is Marchand scores!
Let's crack a 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin.
McDavid, beautiful move. What can you say?
Let's see the Curry score.
Here they come, the Oilers. It's dropped back for Bookberger. Shoots, scores! Bookberger! The Oilers win it!
The Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
Very impressive. Taken a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine. That's why it's the Stanley Cup. It's hard. It's hard.
Rogers Place, play le bamba. Step inside, Rogers Place, play le bamba. Baby!
Play the mama, baby.
Well, we're a dangerous team when we're rolling, and we're healthy, and we are healthy.
Cup is on the line, baby, come and get it done. 16 wins, yeah, they're going on a run. Looking to advance, going deep in the dance. Hop on the bandwagon, let's hear the fans. The fans.
Special place to play, honestly. So much history, these fans. It's great to hear their sport.
Razzling and dazzling every single night. Clubs coming up, baby, gonna be a fight. 6 games, 5 games, how about a sweep? Ticket prices, yeah, they're gonna be steep, yeah. Yeah! Come on! It's the playoffs! Crank it up! It's the playoffs! Take the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Ooh, gotta get the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Come on, lift it up! Let's go the fates, yeah. Listen, first gear, second gear, third gear, go. McDavid 97, he's a one-man show. Draisaitl, Iverson, gotta love the nuge. Bruce Skinner and Picks need to be huge. Be huge. They gotta squeeze a little, squeeze a little, squeeze a little more. Get the bottom six to find a way to score. One time, overtime, gotta find a way. Jam-packed moss pit going insane. Yeah! Yeah! Cheer a little more. It's the playoffs. Crank it up. It's the playoffs. Take the cup. Let's go win the Stanley. Ooh, gotta get the cup. Let's go win the Stanley. Come on, lift it up. Let's go win the Stanley. Waited long enough.
It is be a game day, everyone, as the Edmonton Oilers invade the fortress again down in Las Vegas. Eh? The Sin City.
The moat has been breached.
Oh, not the moat.
I think we forgot to mention yesterday as well. Series is on. We have ourselves a series.
A series is on. Road team won. This guy knows
just through one game.
That's why the Toronto series hasn't even started yet.
Quite right.
You know what other series started? Dallas, Winnipeg.
That's well underway.
That series has started big time. At least for Mikko Rantanen.
Holy
what a guy. What a run this guy's on. Unbelievable stuff. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here today. Hey, a birthday conch for VR Montenegro.
What?
His wonderful wife Ginger's in the chat saying, can we get a conch for VR? Not a problem.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure Ginger came over to give us a thumbs up too.
Absolutely.
36 likes away from changing 100 here.
That's something.
Yeah.
Hopefully VR makes his way. I mean, he said he's going to all the watch parties.
Okay,
this postseason, so
are we getting a VR Montenegro, Hudson's Bourbon Street birthday appearance tonight? And that's exactly what I was going to say. Line him up.
The birthday boy.
Birthday shots for the birthday boy. Eh?
Yeah, I think so.
That'll be a
one of those ones with all
time.
the whipped cream on it that he has to
Oh yeah,
you dive into it.
And then he comes up and he's got whipped cream all over his face, and then you go look at the birthday boy. That's what you'd say to him in that situation, which is kind of. I mean, that's really funny. That's what we'll do for you tonight, VR. That's what we'll do for you, and we will definitely put it on Tommy Gazzola's tab. So that's nice. Make plans to join us tonight. Game 2, we will be at Hudson's Bourbon Street, West Edmonton Mall, as Bones says in the chat this morning. Muck me a lady tonight.
Feeling lucky?
I do want, and the inbox is rolling already. It is the Paris Jewelers inbox. Mother's Day this Sunday. Do not screw this up. Husbands, sons, daughters, children of all ages. Make sure you look after mommy this weekend, and you can get it done at Paris Jewelers. The new Mother's Day collection now live with gifts starting at $99. Plus, you don't have to pay for a single year on this. It's a glorious deal.
Not till next Mother's Day. You can just keep going and going. You really never pay for it. You're always
just rolling. It's out there. I don't pay for last year's. This one's free for now. West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center, and of course online at parisjewelers.com. One of your text messages will win the text of the day today, which is always presented to you by A&W. Gift certificate to A&W up for grabs. Come and get it with a hilarious or very well thought out, but also hilarious text. Canada's original burger chain since 1956 has the Teen Burger on special right now for just $4.99. And the Nielsen Show today and every day presented to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. Truck month continues at South Fort Chev right now. 0% financing up to 72 months. OAC, that's unapproved credit, on Silverado 1500 crew cabs, which are built in Canada. Also, big discounts on all Silverados right now. You know who we might have back in studio next week? Garrett. Remember when Garrett joined us for our Super Bowl food draft? And he ended up drafting something that was right in front of him?
That was the turn. That was the turn.
What a beauty. Anyway, he might pop back in studio
for
next
another
week.
Draft, hopefully?
I don't know. I mean,
Bird draft. Bird draft with Garrett.
Just a quick little... Maybe we do a draft of knights or something with Garrett. Or something, a very...
Knights,
quick, like, 6-rounder with Garrett again.
Like Boogie Knights.
Oh,
like
that would be,
different
types of knights.
Yeah.
Oh, that
it really opens it up a lot.
Yeah. What about Muck Me a Lady? Two-night. Right? That could that could work as well.
That Linkin Park tune.
Anyway, I think Garrett's going to be popping back in next week. And last time he was here as legendary draft before. What did he draft? A bottle of water or something? What was it? What was right in front of him?
Didn't we have like a meat and cheese tray or platter? And he was like, meat and cheese platter. We were licking our chops.
Are you just drafting things you see?
Sure.
Right now? Anyway, that was really good.
Oh, the people loved it.
I got an email came in from a guy named Phil last night. Says, if possible, I'd like to be added to the cancellation list for the golf tournament. If there's a cancellation or two, I will take them. Very much appreciate. Thank you. God, yeah, you know what?
I like him shooting a shot there.
Do you think we ever get to the point where we just roll 2 tournaments? I think we could almost fill 2 tournaments.
I'm saying you start on the Thursday, it ends Sunday evening.
The full event.
The full event.
And if you can make all 4 rounds, that's incredible.
You pay $100,000 to stay in Murray's cabin. You know what I mean? You get all the fixings.
But you can't piss in the creek.
No, no running, no nothing.
It would be pretty legendary if the EST golf tournament became a 4-day event and you had to commit to be playing all 4 days.
Yeah. I can see it.
Has a charity tournament ever really done that? What say you, people? We could get. I bet you we could almost do that.
That's
I bet
the
you we could
outside
almost
goal.
do
You
that.
start maybe have a 2-dayer and then you work your way.
Yeah. Jake from Ontario texts in this morning. Not Oilers related, but if the Leafs beat out Florida, I will never be able to go on social media or watch TSN and Sportsnet again because it's already bad. Just imagine the Leafs beating out the Cup champs to make the 3rd round. I'm conching Jake from Ontario for that take.
And the broadcasts too are so pro Leafs. Like, what team would do that? What team would have like guys that call the games all year long for a national call? Like, I just find it extremely annoying.
That's people are like, man, Simpson is such a Leafs homer.
Well, it goes both ways.
Look what we're doing here right now in our market. Hey, come on. Late night Lenny texts in at 3:16 a.m. Do you think? I guess probably hadn't gone to sleep yet. Because he's late night Lenny, he's not early bird Lenny.
Early bird Lenny, yeah.
However, he does text in and says, early bird going for the grease. Trent Frederick will score tonight. How about late night Lenny? If Frederick scores tonight, many of you will be like, damn it, late night Lenny called it.
He might be trying to get you on the Play Alberta early bird.
Well, that's what he's. Well, it's too late actually. Oh, I've already locked it in.
Okay.
I've already locked it in.
Very confident.
I sent it in last night. Those guys must think I'm nuts.
That's not an early bird. That's a late bird.
I was a late night Lenny play of the day. Anyway, I looked it up.
Your late night Lenny. You're texting into your own program.
I promise I'm not late night Lenny. Anyway, a conch for texting us at 3:18 in the morning. 3:16, sorry. And Trent Frederick, anytime goal plus 8.99. So you're looking at 9 to 1.
8.99.
So you bet $1, you're winning like 10. Sprinkle City.
I could get VR a couple of
Sprinkle City.
today.
Yeah, you get 2 of those ones that you dive into with the whipped cream.
A couple of dives. Whipped cream dives, I think they call them.
Edmonton Sports Talk is presented to you by Play Alberta. I have a hard time not wearing the Play Alberta hoodie every single day. And I have 2 of them, but I feel shame if I wear it every single day. Even the kids are like, Daddy, let's switch it up a bit.
It's like a jacket, though. It is like
it's like
so
a light.
You could justify it. It's not like it's touching your skin.
Thing. No. Well, I was the other day. I did wear it to Boston Pizza Tuesday night with no T-shirt under. And I was loving every minute of it.
But I was passing by and you're like, hey, I got nothing on.
I know.
Like, it was a very...
I was
seduced.
Free bellying it.
You were...
I'm going to do it tonight, too. It has to be part of the tradition now.
Yeah. And for VR Montenegro's birthday, I think would be.
The Oilers have not lost a game since Edmonton Sports Talk entered its Play Alberta era. They are unbeaten. Since we got those hoodies from Jordan over there, the Oilers have not lost.
That's the destiny we were looking for.
Think about that for a second as well. If you have not yet taken advantage of our May promo codes, and I say May promo codes because we're going to have a new run of them in June, deposit $20 right now at playalberta.ca or on the Play Alberta app. If you haven't downloaded it yet, download the app. Deposit $20, use the code 100sports, and you will get a $100 free bet on sports. This is for new and existing players. Also, if you make a $5 minimum deposit and use the code YEG50, you will get a $50 free bet on just a $5 minimum deposit. New and existing users as well. Use those codes today at Play Alberta. Northside Sandwiches. Well, now I have to bet the Frederick goal. That's the thing. If somebody says it and then we look at it and then it happens tonight and you weren't on it for like even $2, you're going to hate yourself for the rest of your days. So you got to probably got to get on that. Sailor over in the chat says, get him a prairie fire shot, guys. Did you ever do a prairie fire shot?
I would assume so.
The boys got me a prairie fire shot on my 21st birthday. And I was at the Roadhouse in Lethbridge. I'll never forget it. I was already pretty hammered by the time we got to the bar. We go in. They gave me this shot. I didn't know what it was. They're like, shoot it. I was like, oh, you got it. Boom.
You got it.
Took her down. And I was instantly like, oh my, like it killed me. I was like, what the? It might have just been pushing me over the brink.
Man down.
But I was done. Like they had to get me out of there. So, conch for the Roadhouse. But I don't even think I could do a prairie fire shot. I don't even know what's in it. I can't even remember what it was. Trev, do you know what's in a prairie fire shot?
Tequila and Tabasco.
Oh my God, why would they do that to me?
Yeah, it's not fun. That was my first muff dive I ever did when I was 18.
It was prairie fire shot, yeah.
I was like, ooh, this looks good. Can't wait.
What dive?
Tequila, it's
like, you know the muff dive?
Oh, the whipped cream.
With the whipped cream, the whipped cream dive.
The whipped cream, yeah. Muff.
So you...
It's a weird word.
So it's tequila with just Tabasco in it.
Yeah, Tabasco.
Okay, well, I mean, that makes sense. Why that would be like the final thing that put me over the...
It's healthy, though.
Over the
it's
top.
healthy.
No, it's
Tabasco
terrible.
clears you out. Tequila is that nice, clean liquor.
I remember the boys took me home that
Worst
night.
shot ever.
And my buddy Vis, his girlfriend, now wife at the time, looked after me. Like, got me on the couch, laid me down properly, like on my side, so I didn't choke on my own tongue. And I'll always be grateful for her saving my life that night on my 21st birthday.
Corey B says VR gets one whipped cream shot and one prairie fire.
God, I can't do it to the guy.
Sounds like he's buying.
I have to look out for this guy now. What's the worst shot you've ever had in your life? Text it in 780-218-9999 or over on the nasty chat.
Gotta be those brain hemorrhages with the.
Never heard of that one.
No,
never heard of that one.
You've made a few of those, eh?
Yeah, Trev was a bartender.
Yeah, zombie brain.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. Zombie brain. What's in a zombie brain?
A few variations of it. It's just you top it off with milk and then it kind of curdles and it looks like a zombie brain. It's pretty cool.
I saw one with cheese in it once.
Oh, okay. That's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
You stop well before the cheese.
Yeah.
Trev, how'd the move go last night?
It was so much fun. I love my
glue
life.
guy,
I had the
Zach.
best time ever. Yeah, no, you know what? As far as moving goes, it was smooth. But at the end of the day, it's still moving. Like, it still sucks.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, as soon as I got home yesterday, I brought like almost half of my stuff, pretty well all of it upstairs. So when the boys arrived, they just had to go from the yard.
That's what you should do as a guy who's getting people to help you move.
A vet move right there.
100%.
I had my former roommates help me as well. And then when they came by, it was just the heavy lifting. But yeah, glue guy, he's insane. He's a different animal. I'm sorry, man. And he looks at me. He's like, no, this is fun. I'm like, there's no fun thing about this. This is not fun.
You should have saw him when he rolled up yesterday.
He said
like he had his movie, like his shoes, like he's ready to go. Like
yeah, like I couldn't get over. He just it was his thing. He's like, and Zach, get out of the way, Zach. Let me take this one. You know, so many times. And so
what a weird dude.
Yeah,
I hate moving.
Yeah, he's just like, no, don't. This is fun. He said it. He kept on saying it on repeat. But, huge shout out to those boys for helping me out. I really appreciate it.
Shall we conch?
Yes,
Zach
please.
And, Zach and Glue Guy.
With the Winya on top of it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Just a sec here. Trev. Can I get a Winya?
Winya.
By the way, the Winya shirts are available. It's a pre-order. Got to get them online, and then you go pick them up at Londonderry. They're hoping to have them ready by tomorrow. So if you did not hop on this yesterday, and the pre-sale wasn't ready during the morning show yesterday, so we didn't start mentioning it until after. So let me just recap it for you. Just go to 780. That's the word 780.com. And rate shop by brand. Boom, we pop up right in the middle of their shop by brand, right on the homepage. You click on that, and you can get your EST Can I Get a Winya shirts. I know a bunch of people pre-ordered yesterday. I got one coming in hot, which I'm looking forward to getting my hands on. So yes, if you want to get those this morning, 780.com. That's 780.com. And then just, you'll see it right on the main page. You'll see this big thing that says shop by brand. It's got all their brands, 780, Loyal to My Soil, AAA grade certified Alberta beef, which are great underwear. I do endorse those. I wish I had more pair of those things. They've also got the Canadian Bacon Clothing Company, Edmonton Sports Talk, that's us, and then Nature Whore, which is another brand that they have in store there. But yeah, you can get your Can I Get a Winya shirts over at 780.com. And I think every time one of those orders comes in, a door just is like, these nasties, they want to get their hands on it. They got to get their hands on it. They have to have it. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Let's lay out the show for you today. If you are watching over on YouTube this morning, we are 21 likes away from changing 150. Which is nice on a non-morning after a game. We can do that. We should probably put 300 in by 7 o'clock. Why not? Give us a 100.
Changing 100.
All right, we're off and running. Also, big sub day yesterday. As Huss said on the lock shop yesterday, it's sub season right now for Winnipeg Sports Talk and Edmonton Sports Talk.
Yes.
Winnipeg Sports Talk just hit 13,000. We just hit 12,000. Right now, we're only a 40 away from 12,100. So hammer the sub for us as well. Many of you watching, popping in for the playoffs, sub to the channel, stick around. We think you'll like us. And let's track down WST. And we get to that spot.
The mayor on. Hey, I saw the mayor of Winnipeg.
Yesterday on the lock shop, somebody asked us, Rick, they asked us, why doesn't Huss run for premier of Manitoba? And you got to see that. I think Hernan clipped it and put it up on Twitter. So Huss is like, I've been asked many times.
He could easily be an MLA.
Oh,
give him a riding.
Huss could be city councilor.
Oh,
for
actually,
sure.
I like city councilor Huss better.
Yeah,
that's
apparently the mayor of Winnipeg reached out to be on Huss's show.
Yeah, well,
when I tell you people that Huss is Mr. Winnipeg, I mean it. Like, there is nobody in this city, including Stoff. I swear to God, I have to say it. There's nobody in this city that even remotely comes close to what Huss has going in Winnipeg on being like a man about town.
Subseason at City Hall too. I'm sure the mayor wanted to kind of,
that's probably what it was.
Their numbers up a bit as well.
They know what's up. They see the polls. We're going to get to your morning announcements coming up. Tales of the North for Game 2, locked and loaded, 6:30 this morning. The Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. If you want some good Game 2 chatter or series chatter between the Oilers and Golden Knights, well, we got it coming down the pipe right here in the 6 o'clock hour. Luke Gazdic's going to join us just after 7 o'clock. Last week was supposed to be Bruce Boudreau's week. He was traveling, couldn't join us. This is originally Luke's week. So we got 3 weeks in a row of Luke Gazdic, which is great. We will have your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. It's already up. So if you want to go get a little tease on it, I don't want to lay it out just yet. I kind of want to save it for the segment. But it's already up. If you go to playalberta.ca, you'll see EST specials. You can roll with us there. I'm very sad. I'm very disappointed in myself. The streak is over. I had a Sam Bennett point last night. He did not get it. And you know why I'm even more pissed off? And I'm not making this up. When I was looking at the bets, the very first thing that I wanted to do, and this is where my Leaf hatred came through and bit me in the butt last night. The very first play I wanted to make was a Brad Marchand point because it was plus 123. And then I thought, no. You know what would burn Leafs fans even more? A Sam Bennett point. So I went to the Sam Bennett point, didn't get it. Brad Marchand scored a goal in the bloody game. I was furious with myself. I got beef for Acme Meats coming up at 7:30 today. Reid Wilkins will join us, 7:45. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Fired up for Gemco fireplaces and Napoleon products. Scalding hot takes for the ranch. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. and the wrap for William Huff. Yes, if you were thinking it, we do have a busy show today. Let's get into your morning announcements.
Did you see the Rip City Step text?
I did not.
Jason Tatum is just Paul George with a smart front office.
Oh. If other people in this market would respect how good of text that is, it could win text of the day.
on an Oilers game 2, but that just...
Rip City knows no bounds.
No,
he knows no bounds. Quickly on the NBA last night, then we'll get into those 2 hockey games as well. And then we got Tales of the North coming up and the Fan Zone. The Boston Celtics, I do not know how a Boston Celtics fan even wakes up this morning. For the first time in NBA history, a team blows back-to-back 20-point second-half leads. And they did it at home.
Yeah.
Mark Mageau, Josh Clausen.
Yeah.
A conch for you Knicks fans. That is absolutely incredible. And they did it last night without Jalen Brunson lighting the world on fire, which is crazy.
The prices for Game 3 in New York are...
Oh, I saw it. It was insane. Like courtside, $7,500 US. It's amazing. In fact, I wonder if I can. I'll have to take a peek at it because I think I saw some places last night. The Knicks were still just an even money favorite to win the series, which is completely disrespectful. Let's see if we can get an updated number on that because that was crazy. And then the other game was even more nuts.
Well,
not as nuts.
But the Dustin Nielson rule almost took effect here with the 50-point.
The series is almost over. They might have to, if Denver wasn't already up a game, that series I might have declared over.
87 points in the first half.
An NBA record for the playoffs. 87 points in the first half by OKC last night. And Marshall Bokeith Nielsen got to stay up late to watch that.
Okay.
We were at Barracuda last night in the pool. Crushed. Absolutely crushed.
You don't even need to ask anymore, really. I assume that does.
If you're wondering about Marshall's swimming, anytime you're wondering, just know he's the best. Simple as that. So we got home from swimming. He's all fired up. He couldn't really go to sleep. I said, come watch some basketball with that because I think the Jets-Stars game was in an intermission. So we watched the end of that half, and he said after, he goes, I got to witness history tonight. I said, yes, you did, son.
That's good.
And when Holmgren, I think Chet Holmgren had the free throws to set the record for 87 points in a half. When he hit the second one to break the record, Marshall yelled, "I love you, Daddy," and I said, "I love you, son." And we embraced watching history last night. That was pretty crazy. Think about it. They had 87 points in the first half. The Knicks beat the Celtics 91-90.
Yeah.
The Thunder had 87 points in the first half.
Yeah.
Insane. Not as crazy as Rantanen, though. Winnipeg Jets somebody's going to have to figure that out. Rantanen has now blown out a Mario Lemieux record. Jets fans, if they didn't hate Rantanen, they do now. Most consecutive goals scored or assisted on in Stanley Cup playoffs history. Norm Allman, 8. Guy Lafleur, 8. Ricky Middleton, 8. Brad Marchand, 8. Mario Lemieux, 9. Mikko Rantanen, 12. Rantanen has now set up or scored 12 consecutive goals for the Dallas Stars, far and away a Stanley Cup playoff record. Back-to-back games with a hat trick in a period.
It's a guy you don't get rid of, hey? Like he's a keeper.
I think he's going to be worth the money. Rantanen, here's another thing. No other player in NHL history has had hat tricks in a period multiple times in a single playoff run. Rantanen has done it in back-to-back games. He's got 14 points in his last 4 games.
It's just an odd feat. I could see like hat tricks, but in the period,
Yeah,
no, it's such a weird thing to happen.
There's some bounces that are like things are going his way too.
I get it, but
but it looks to me like Connor Brown has some competition for the Conn Smythe.
Yeah, he cracks his knuckles.
No, it's time for Connor Brown to score a goal again.
The ball is batted back over the net.
And then the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Florida Panthers. We got a sports update coming up.
Jays lost too, eh? Again, a late one.
I didn't see that. Oh well.
Mariners win again.
Tough
hottest
look
team
for
in the
Jays.
bigs, baby.
Tough look for Are they?
And guess who Toronto faces tomorrow to start a 3-game set?
Give me a second here. The Mariners. Oh, wow. What a time to be alive.
Can't wait.
That's great. All right. We got a sports update. Tales of the North is on the way. And the fan zone for fansfirst.ca. An interesting question that might be a little too early to ask for this series, but I'm going to ask it anyway because it's the fan zone. So we'll get to that. Let's get to an update right now with LT.
Oilers in Vegas for Game 2 at the Golden Knights this evening. Edmonton up 1-0. You can join Tom Gazzola and EST for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows live from Hudson's Bourbon Street. Coverage starts at 6 here on EST. One other game tonight from 5 o'clock. It'll be Carolina in Washington with the Hurricanes sporting a 1-0 series lead. Last night, as mentioned, Leafs would hang on to defeat the Panthers 4-3. They take a 2-0 series lead to Florida. And Mikko Rantanen's second straight hat trick, leading the Stars over the Jets 3-2 to take a 1-0 lead in that series. Knicks would come back from 20 down again, 30 points in the fourth, topping the Celtics 91-90. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to New York. Thunder, meanwhile, roll past the Nuggets 149-106 to even that series at 1. Canadian Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 34 points in 3 quarters of play. Just one game in the NBA tonight as the Golden State Warriors visit Minnesota, leading 1-0. Tip-off 6:30. Angels scored 3 in the ninth to take it 5-4 over the Jays. Jays look to avoid the sweep as the series concludes tonight from Anaheim. First pitch, 7:38. Elks training camp continues today, the final day of rookie camp. Session begins at 9 at Commonwealth and is open to the public. Veterans report Sunday. Preseason schedule kicks off Saturday, May 24th in Calgary. Up next, we'll get you set for Oilers and Golden Knights Game 2 of the Tales of the North as Hour 1 of the Nielson Show continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
I am a Zach High man. With the Leafs I used to ride, with Austin Matthews by my side. I scored a couple and I had a little fun. Signed with the Oilers in July of 21. The Leafs let me walk because they thought I had no soul. Now I'm over 50 goals. I'm the dangler from way across the other side, where Beamers and Audis are supplied. 3rd overall in the draft 2014. Got a one-timer like the game has never seen. Bottom of the circle is the place where I get set. It's going in the net. I'm Nugent Hopkins. I was born in 93. All the way from Burnaby. Played some junior for Red Deer and had a ball. Signed with the Oilers when I went first overall. My 2A game, they said, is totally complete. The best in the league. The best in the league. The league. The league. The league. I'm Connor McDavid. I'm sure you've all seen my work. I'm not from this planet Earth. I'm deadly serious when I'm telling you what's up. My soul, it will not rest until we hoist the cup. Do what it takes through all the struggle and the pain, till just the oil remains. and we're gonna win again and again and again
And again, and again, and again, and again. 6:37. Where is Dallas from Nelson? We need a wellness check on Dallas from Nelson.
Probably Nelson.
Well, I know, but I mean, how do you put out banger after banger after banger last year and go MIA this year? I'm worried about him.
Last year, everybody's like, "Oh, the opening round, whatever. They're this is a cup team." Maybe he's just waiting in the weeds. Maybe
he's waiting.
The first series, he's like, that's exhibition play. This one against Vegas, as we're all saying, whoever won that series would beat Vegas. So he's waiting. He's a conference final guy now.
Conference final.
He's saving the good stuff for the conference final.
I mean, I'll have some patience. I'm just worried
If
about
we don't
it.
see him then.
Then it's time to we'll be driving to Nelson.
The APB.
Dallas, where are you? I'm right here, guys. I've just been busy. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, everything's fine.
Do you know what it takes to run an operated Dairy Queen?
Yeah. All of our songs brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. New gear, used gear, trading consign, a sport for every season with hockey equipment and skates ready to go year round. They're also selling, renting, and repairing canoes and kayaks. Also, inquire about group rental rates. So if you want to go canoeing or kayaking with friends, maybe you have a friend who doesn't want to do kayak but wants canoe and you want to kayak, so you can go and get a group rental rate at Totem. www.totemoutfitters.ca. Love this one. Tim over on the Nasty Chat today says, "Boys, I went into Totem yesterday after seeing the ad. Reminded me of how good their store is. Got my son some soccer cleats. $15 for some Nike beauties. Advertising works."
Oh, wait, Tim?
I conch for advertising, am I right? Strummy over in the Nasty Chat as well. If you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We're just 5 away from 200. Could be a strong 6 o'clock hour push to 300 here. We've got 20 minutes left. Smash the thumbs up. Jimmy Pender says Totem Outfitters equals hidden gem. God, I like to see that too. That's basically anything you need. I mean, it's at Totem. Swing on by. Strummy says, "Bumblebee Tuna Boys, can I get conch for Blakely and Dylan? We're leaving soon for Camrose. She dances today and tomorrow, and then Dylan has 3 hockey games this weekend. Oh, boy." I'll be rolling into Hudson's a little bit late tonight, coaching hockey tonight. It's a little bit of a conflict. Marshall has a baseball game tonight and a hockey game tonight, and he's going to go to the spring hockey game. He only plays 10 games. Baseball's kind of just getting going. But there's going to be some conflicts here.
I'll be there early tonight, but it is nice to kind of you announce yourself. Like people are there, like,
Yeah.
And at least you're not leaving before the game starts, like Jasmine did the other night.
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
I'm calling her pregame now. That's the nickname I think for sure. Hey, pregame, what's up?
Pregame, what's happening? we did. Trev and I dodged a bullet yesterday. We were playing. So we usually right at 9 o'clock we play a game of 21. And we usually play normal rules, but yesterday we played prison rules.
Shirts off.
Prison rules is wherever the rebound goes, because sometimes the rebound will go bounce somewhere and then it'll roll back towards the hoop. In prison rules, the other guy can run over and stop the ball wherever it is and then shiv you. And then the other prison rules, we are one time allowed to hit the ball back out of the hoop, which we executed yesterday for the first time. But as we were playing yesterday, the ball, Trev hammered it off trying to screw the rebound for me, and it bounced over and knocked the modem off of the desk out there.
It was bound to happen.
Trev and I both paused, and then we looked at the screen, and it started spinning on the TV.
I thought it was fired.
I thought we ruined the. I thought we ruined the hang up.
That was it.
But the internet powered through.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know how
it stopped, and then it was okay. We're good. But that was out of my moments being at EST, being late, obviously.
You were very nervous. I was like, come down.
I was like, this is it. I'm done. Yeah. But it was bound to happen. And to be fair, it shouldn't have been me to be the first one to do that. It should have been you, because you're always whipping the ball at the board. And
I know where it's going. I throw it with control.
Oh, yeah. And the first time I do it, it hits the modem. Boom. I was so terrified, Nasties.
Maddie wasn't even phased.
No, I didn't. They knew it like spun for a second, but that was it.
I think they're going to say, well, that happens.
If Maddie would have been in his office when that happened, he would have given us the biggest stare down of all time.
Yeah, it needs to be protected more.
Oh, I see pre-games in the chat.
Yeah.
Good morning, pre-game.
Morning.
Sure, we'll
come
see
on.
you tonight at Hudson's from
She's probably
2:30 to 3:45.
She's probably not in there anymore either. She's probably
Already gone.
I'll bring some tea.
Left too early. All right, we're going to get into the fan zone where the question will be, could this series end up being easier for the Oilers than the last one? Your thoughts. Fan zone. Get in there. Right now we're going to do Tales of the North, though. Then we'll dive into that fan zone topic. I know it's just one game. They won one game, but last series they were down 2-0. They're up 1-0. Is this series just going to be easier? Who knows?
They were 2-0 down, and we were like, this team, they should just fold. 1-0 up, we're like, well, so it goes down Jasper, then rounds.
Is this going to be the easiest series of all time? Whoa!
Good Lord.
What a save! I mean, there's a top on it anyway, but still.
I didn't see what happened.
Oh, you missed something glorious. All right, let's do it. Tales of the North, Game 2 tonight, down in Sin City. Here we go.
Who owns the North? Who owns the North? Show me!
I haven't seen a game 1 beating like that since somebody stuck a banana in my pants and turned a monkey loose.
Tonight, the North will once again lay siege to the fortress, hidden deep inside the siniest city. It was a relentless attack, wave after wave, that proved to be victorious in the first battle of the Second Round War. Connor the Other can't slow him down, Brown, with the jump and energy of a first-timer deep in the bowels of the Spearmint Rhino, wondering if he belongs on this stage. The answer 'tis be a resounding absolutely. The Golden Knights, like many before them on the Strip of Vegas, now wandering through the night, looking for answers, trying to find a way to score, yet coming up empty when it matters most. Can I get a win, ya? Win, ya! These are the tales of the North, and may they be heard far and wide across this great land.
The bank! The player! 9 is a natural.
Tales of the North, Game 2. Drop the puck already. Drop the puck. We will be live. You do not need to go anywhere else. We are live, crystal clear, your clear choice for Edmonton sports from now all the way up until puck drop tonight. Our show, the hangout, the lock shop, 2 guys, EST afternoons. Her and I did sing La Bamba yesterday. The Reid Wilkins show, and then the GCL Diesel pregame show from Hudson's Bourbon Street, where Tommy will be seating people and taking song requests throughout the night. All right, 780-218-9999. We will get to more of your text messages. That is the Paris Jewelers inbox.
Big Maple suggests in the Paris Jewelers inbox we just call up the Dairy Queen in Nelson.
Hey, it's Dallas there.
It's worth a shot.
Actually, you know what? It's not,
Can I speak with Dallas, please?
it's not a bad idea.
We would get closer to our answer.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Speaking.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Well,
yeah, it rings, it picks up. Hello, Dallas from Nelson here.
oh, good enough.
Oh, all right, man. Okay. See you later. Send us a song.
See you later.
Send us a song. We're going to dive into the fan zone here right away. I want to get to this one from Sherwood Park Luke. This is a good one here. I like this. A nice message here for everybody today on this one. Hey guys, I just want to throw a conch out there for a friend and coworker of mine. We had a staff meeting yesterday, and out of the blue, he tells us all that he's been experiencing some pretty severe mental health issues, that he not only needs help, but he's actively getting it. It was a big moment, and it took a lot of guts for him to open up to everyone like that, but it's also proof that suffering through things alone is necessary. It isn't something to be ashamed of. I don't want to name him, but we all appreciated his honesty, and I think telling us helped lighten the load for him. So a conch for him and anyone who is struggling. Help is available. Can I get a win, yeah? Win, yeah?
Win, yeah?
Sherwood Park Luke. I love that. I love that. Thanks for sharing that, Luke. Yeah, this is the old place used to save those for one day, but it's important to be able to reach out like this anytime and share those stories. I think that's terrific. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. If you are watching over on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up for us. We are 63 likes away from changing 300 here before 7 o'clock. That's a nice pace. That's a really nice game day pace. So let's go. Hammer the thumbs up there. All right, let's dive into the fan zone today for Fans First. If you're looking for tickets to Saturday or Monday's game down in the district, no better place to get it than Fans First. Simple as that. Nobody's ever debated this with us. It's the bottom line. It is the best way to get into the game, the most affordable ticket you're going to find. By fans, for fans, no fees at fansfirst.ca. Trevor, bring you in on this one too. Rick, could this series end up being easier for the Oilers than the one against the Kings? Even though we're in the second round, even though it's a first-place team in the Golden Knights, a team that beat you a couple years ago, and the Kings never have, could this series end up being easier?
It could.
Will it?
In the long run, I don't think we've seen the best of the Vegas Golden Knights through one game. And I know the Oilers won it on the road, which we jokingly referred to as the series is on. I think Noodles pointed out yesterday, too, he probably didn't see the best of Adin Hill. I don't know. I don't know where that caps out at. But I think the Kings... You didn't see the best of the Oilers through those first two games, right? Either.
Against the Kings.
That wasn't their best. And you could have argued that it could have still went. It's not like the Kings pulverized them or anything like that. It was kind of, we talked about the Oilers making their own mistakes. So could this be easier? I guess it could, depending how things go. I mean, if the Oilers... Jamie said too yesterday, there's going to be a push. Obviously, there's going to be a push from Vegas. How that's received by Edmonton and how much Vegas push... we shall see. But if you can find a way, the best part is now they've got the split regardless. Like so that's good on the road. But if they can find a way to bring this thing home 2-0,
yeah,
then I could answer your question with yes, it'll be easier because I mean, playing this Oilers team at home right now, round 2, and if you're coming back 2-0 on the division champions, I mean the vibes will be immense. So it could. Will it? One game in. I'm still expecting more from Vegas and more from Adin Hill to make that a confident.
I'm not sure I'm expecting more from Adin Hill.
Fair enough.
I didn't think he was awful last game. I thought the Oilers just were a better team, got better chances, and beat them. Like I'm not hanging that loss on Adin Hill.
No.
Does Adin Hill possibly steal a game?
Yeah,
maybe. But Kemper stole a game, and they still didn't win it. I don't know. Trev, where do you come out on? Where do you come out on? 780-218-9999. Brandon over on the Nasty Chat says, yes, the Knights are dust, which I think means they're not good. I don't know if they're say they're dust, maybe, but yeah. What do you think, Trev?
On this series, I've said it all along. I think the Kings are faster. I think they were more skilled. I think they were just as physical. I think the one edge that the Golden Knights had over the Kings is their defense, but you could see, or you could say arguably in game 1 there that it didn't really live up to that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting what a series does, but I'm not scared of the Golden Knights at all. I think the Oilers got this one. I really, really do. I think this will be an easier series. I think what was this term being used? Frauds for the Kings. They're frauds. Dare I say the Golden Knights are frauds?
My God!
Wow. I don't know. Like
dare you say it indeed?
And just from watching them, like I watched a decent amount of Golden Knights games this year, and they sit back. They don't really, they lost a lot of key weapons, that offensive weapons that were huge for them in their Stanley Cup run a few years ago, and they kind of sit back, and that's what you'll see. They'll capitalize on their chances. If you make a mistake, that's when they'll push. But they have a really hard time setting the pace and matching the Oilers' speed and everything, and whatever way you want to look at it. So I agree with Dusty. I think Adin Hill, I don't think that you can expect maybe much more of him. I think that was pretty well what you're going to get the whole series. I think he had a few good looks, a few good saves in game 1 there. So yeah, I'm big on the Oilers to beating the Golden Knights maybe in 5.
I had this on my notes for earlier in the hour, but it ties in nicely to this conversation right now. Tonight is a different game for the Oilers than we've seen at any point in the playoffs. Like tonight, if they go out and play tonight like they have in the last 4 games, let's just say, then it's on. Then something's going on here because.
But what if they don't?
You know, they were leading the series. I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay.
But because if they don't, it's your typical. And this is so this game tonight is the first time in the playoffs. I think the Oilers would be playing a playoff game somewhat comfortably. Nothing against Game 6, but that was a chance to clinch. Right? That was a chance to eliminate the Los Angeles Kings. Yeah. Okay, so I can see why their energy levels will be up for this one. This game tonight's different than any one they've played so far. Because they've already got the split on the road, right? If they were going to take their foot off the gas, even in the slightest, it would be tonight's game. And you could possibly somewhat understand it. You know, they got the split. They're going to be coming home. They're okay. But if they go out tonight and keep the pedal to the metal, keep the hammer down, whatever you want to say, to me, that's a different team than the one we've seen. I mean, maybe even going back to last year a little bit, to be honest with you. Like if they can come out tonight in a as comfortable sort of spot as you could be at this point for this team, and if they go out and play the way they have the last 3-4 games, then ladies and gentlemen, there's a wagon here. If they lose tonight, tomorrow morning you're going to look at it and go, well, they got the split. They're coming home. They view it the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no desperate sense of urgency. There's no desperate sense of urgency for this team tonight. But if they come out and play like there's a sense of urgency, then could be a long spring again, I think. Benner's Pancakes over in the chat says, yeah, this is a gravy game tonight. Right? It's
I'm
which is if they let up a bit, you can look into their mindset and go, well, they knew they already accomplished what they came down for to get a split. So as impressed as I was with them when I popped on the post game with Tommy after game 1 with how dominant they were through the second and third periods, if they come out and play with that sense of attack and hunger and urgency tonight, and it leads to a win, I mean, all bets are off, I think, at that point. I mean,
coming home 2-0 is.
Steve says the urgency they will find is the revenge from when they got eliminated by these guys. I understand what you're saying there, but I just, tonight's the first game of these playoffs where I think the Oilers are playing it somewhat comfortably. And if they bring it on a night when they don't necessarily have to bring it because their backs are against the wall.
And Vegas does.
Yeah, then like this should be the game where Vegas goes, we got to get this. I know it's early in a series. No, same thing with Winnipeg going into game 2 next time at home. You don't want to drop 2 at home here. So Vegas, you have to think you get the best that Vegas has to offer tonight. And if the Oilers can still take it to them.
Without having that killer instinct.
Yeah. Your thoughts on this? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. John was asking, Dusty, where do you find player props for these games on Play Alberta? So it's a good question. Since we are all new to Play Alberta, or many of us are new to Play Alberta, let me walk you through it. You just click on NHL, then you see the Oilers and Golden Knights game. There's a little plus 61 next to it. You click on that, and then you'll see underneath the green sort of banners for the odds boosts. You'll see all markets, SGP, that stands for same game parlay, popular, totals, handicaps, period, and then you'll see player. And you scroll over a bit, that's player markets. So then you click on player markets, and that's where all the markets will pop up. You can get goals, you can get points, you can get power play points. Let's see here. Connor McDavid power play point tonight, plus 133. Don't hate it. Didn't get a power play goal in game 1, only had a couple of opportunities. Wow, you can bet plus minus. Oh, what?
Get the Wallman.
What? Where's Wallman? Oh, wait, Wallman's not there. The options they have for the plus minus are Carlson, McDavid, Draisaitl, Bush, Eichel, Hyman, McNabb, and Hannafin.
Bush, eh? Yeah.
Zach Hyman to just be plus. Even Leon Draisaitl to be plus 1 tonight is plus 140. I have to bet that. I'm going to get on that right now. I did not know about these plus and minus bets. Block shots too, which I Nurse over 2.5. Ooh, that's no. This is okay. So anyway, there's three. Like I'm learning new things as we go along. The betting on the plus minus is great. Northside Sandwiches, and don't forget to bet Frederick goal while you're in the player markets. That's true. The Frederick goal. It was what did I say earlier? It was plus 899. Yeah, there's Trent Frederick to score tonight, plus 899. I'll have the early bird bet is already up. It's in the EST specials page over there. We will get to it around 7:25 today. Barry texts in and says, let's hope the Oilers have learned that you can't take your foot off the gas in the playoffs. That's the like. What if you do let up a bit tonight because you already got the split down there, and then all of a sudden the Golden Knights have momentum and they're rolling in here hot?
Yeah, but still, I don't think it's the end of the world. But again, if you don't have that killer instinct and the Golden Knights do tonight, and you still come out with a dub, that's a telling. That'll be a telling evening. Unsigned text here. Tonight is the night they show a killer instinct. They have a real chance to step on the throat of Vegas.
They do.
Come home 2-0 has been done once during this era, and that was when the team was learning to play playoff hockey. Oilers in 4.
And they blew that series against the Ducks. That was the last time they were up 2-0.
Yeah. So even at 2-0 coming home is not
a different team now.
Different. It's all different.
Different team now. Yeah, maybe that's where they find it tonight. You know, not that you'll end the series tonight, but boy, you'll put yourself in a really nice spot tonight. Yeah. Lacombe Drew texts in and says, guys, Google says that Dallas from Nelson played a gig at the end of February. Nothing since. The ice cream game must have consumed him. That might make sense, the timeline.
Yeah. Appreciate the detective work as well. Maybe ramping up for busy season.
Thanks a lot, Lacombe Drew.
Bonnie Dunron checks in as well in the Paris Drew's inbox.
Oh, is he ready to go to bed? Bonnie Dunron, of course, is the guy who goes to sleep before third periods. Morning, gents. I'll be doing my part in bed by the end of the second period, so they all have to do their part too and take care of business. Great show as always. Bonnie Dune Rod. No, it's Bonnie Dunron, isn't it? Have we had it wrong the whole time? Must have been an autocorrect.
He texted yesterday morning, can you correct my handle to Bonnie Dune Rod, please?
Oh, wow. So it is Bonnie Dune Rod.
Consider it done.
You learn something new every day, don't you?
R-O-B.
All right, Conch for all you 6 o'clockers today. Thank you very much for being here. Tell your friends. They can watch on YouTube if they want, or they can listen live all day, static free. EdmontonSportsTalk.com, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio. Download them, free apps. Basically, one click, search Edmonton Sports Talk, hit play. Plus, I guess you can say, hey, Siri, or hey, everybody, hey, device, play Edmonton Sports Talk.
Gage did that at Hockey Helps Homeless last week. I guess of course not everybody's device is going when he said it.
What a guy. What a guy that Joaquin Gage is. All right, we are just 21 likes away from changing 300. So if you're watching on YouTube this morning, hammer the thumbs up for us. Luke Gazdic is going to join us. He was on the panel last night. Absolutely nailed it again. We will get into the Oilers and Golden Knights. Then we will dive into what happened last night around the National Hockey League. The Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. We'll let you know what that is. You can find it already over at playalberta.ca. Click on EST specials. I got beef at 7:30 today. What do you have beef with? And then Reid Wilkins will join us, the legend himself, around 7:45 this morning here on the Nielson Show, kicking off another day on Edmonton Sports Talk. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented to you by Play Alberta. Let's get to a sports update right now with LT.
Game 2 tonight, Oilers and Golden Knights down in Vegas with Edmonton leading 1-0. You can join Tom Gazzola and EST for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows live from Hudson's Bourbon Street. Coverage starting at 6 o'clock here on EST. One other game tonight. We'll see Carolina and Washington with the Hurricanes up 1-0. That gets going at 5. Last night, Mikko Rantanen's second straight hat trick, leading the Stars over the Jets 3-2 to take game 1 of that series. Leafs, meanwhile, they'd hang on again to defeat the Panthers 4-3. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to Florida. NBA playoffs. New York Knicks coming back from 20 down for the second straight game, topping the Celtics 91-90. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back home. Thunder, meanwhile, they'd roll past the Nuggets 149-106, evening that series at a game apiece. Just one game tonight. You'll see the Timberwolves at home to the Warriors, down 1-0. Tip-off 6:30. Angels scored 3 in the ninth to take it 5-4 over the Jays. Jays look to avoid the sweep as the series concludes tonight from Anaheim. First pitch 7:38. And Elks rookie camp will wrap up later today with the second and final session. It begins at 9 o'clock from Commonwealth and is open to the public. Veterans will report on Sunday. Up next, Sportsnet's Luke Gazdic joins us to kick off Hour 2 of the Nielson Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu, and there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind? 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Tati and Eric and all at the back end. Like Wyszynski and Noodles, Gazdic and Gage. Maybe just Bubba to Kuban to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number one in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We want to hear some hot takes and we want to hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I whack his away? Beat left the tire fire and remember that name. We love
Changing 100.
But what about Amanda Games? Macramel, Rapaport, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about him give him person. Does he go for? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu, and there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
7:04 with the AM Nasty. Thank you very much for being here on the Nielson Show. Today we're coming at you from the Popeyes, Louisiana kitchen studio. Today, the Nielson Show today and every day brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. South Fort Chev, where honesty and transparency come standard. Unlike an NHL injury report.
Strong statement.
That's pretty good. I like that. Hour number 2 is going to look like this. Of course, you can text us anytime. Paris Jewelers inbox. We have changed 300, so keep hammering the thumbs up for us over there. Sub to the channel if you haven't already to make our push to 12,100 subs, 37 away. Reid Wilkins is coming up. I Got Beef is on the way. And the Play Alberta early bird bet still to come as well. We are going to start the hour with Luke Gazdic from Sportsnet, brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialist. Playoff game days hit differently. Get your car, office, or fan space ready for wherever, however you cheer with flags, decals, drinkware, and more by visiting Pro-Am today. Located in Edmonton, in the corner of St. Albert Trail, 128th Ave, or online at proamsports.ca. I think I saw something on social media of mugs, like coffee mugs with the others on there. Yeah,
mugging me off.
Yeah, that's one of the ways you can go about it, I guess. All right, Luke Gazdic is going to join us. Game 2, Oilers and Golden Knights tonight. Let's bring in Gaz, fresh off the panel last night. Luke Gazdic, I have to say, man, good job on the panel last night.
Thanks, boys. Happy to be on there. At least they had me doing something. Jets didn't look incredible, but yeah, thanks for the kind words. It's nice to be on a late night panel.
We will we'll get to those 2 games last night in a second. We got to start with the Oilers and Golden Knights tonight. I know in the playoffs there's a big saying that momentum doesn't even carry on from game to game, let alone round to round. And maybe that's the case. So we say it's not momentum. It's just that the Oilers are just playing damn good hockey right now.
they're just playing a good brand of hockey, man. They're getting good efforts from everyone. This is so unlike what we've seen in years past. And you guys have probably talked so much about it, but just the offensive efforts you're getting from the entire lineup, not depending on the two big boys up top. It has been incredibly fun to watch. If we're being honest, watching Connor Brown go and Mario Lemieux-esque and the Selly in front of the Vegas bench it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. So the term, I know you heard you guys mixing it up earlier. The term I was thinking is they're playing with house money now. In terms of getting a good one. That's a good one. There you go. Yes, that's my term for the day. House money. Whether they go out and get the job done tonight, they're heading back with a split. So you got to be happy about that.
Well, and that's okay. Let's bring that up because that was one of the things we were discussing on. Like from so far in these playoffs, tonight's game might be the most comfortable that they feel, right? You push back against the Kings, and then you eventually eliminate them in 6. You said they're playing with house money already, which I kind of related in the 6 o'clock hour that if they come out tonight and the foot is still down on the gas, I mean, they might have a wagon shape. Like this could be huge tonight if they go out and take another one.
Yeah, and you know what? I got to stop myself there because I think the worst they play is when they're feeling comfortable. This whole like they need a rabbit chasing them, whether it's in a series or it's in a game. I don't know how sustainable this way of playing is in terms of winning hockey games, but it sure is. It sure is fun to watch. Honestly, if they go out and put a stranglehold on this thing tonight, coming home. We'll see. I want to see what the status with Pietrangelo is too. Yeah. Their D-core was still really good last game. They're still big, rangy, good sticks. And no Petro really hurts them. But you're right, Dusty. They go out there tonight and go put their stamp on this thing, coming back up to the north, up 2-0. That's a confident hockey team.
See, and I think they just let in the first 2 shots. I mean, that's the recipe for success with this team as of late. And it's you always said playing with fire. That was another thing.
You always got to be careful when you're pushing it so hard because it's, but
I mean, knowing that this team, in any position you get them in and the way they're dominating, I want to talk to you too, like 5-on-5, the elimination of high danger chances that they laid on the Golden Knights in game 1 was just out of the park in terms of number wise. But what is it that Vegas? I mean, you expect a push. Obviously, they're at home. It's game 2. They got to get something. Can't go down 2-0 to Edmonton. But where do you see them kind of? Petrangelo's obviously important. Dorofeyev, maybe perhaps if he can get in the lineup. But where do you see them trying to exploit something in Edmonton tonight to get a W?
I think they want to use special teams and most specifically the power play to get back in this thing. They want to make sure they can get their looks on it. If I'm an Oiler here, discipline is the absolute key tonight. Their power play is really good. Everything runs through Jack on his offside. But they had a really good unit this year that ended off pretty hot too. Don't get into the muck. They're going to try to pull you down. They're going to try to, I think they might try to, I don't want to say mix it up a little bit tonight, but they might try to drag you into the weeds a little bit tonight. And that's where I would stay away from it if I was the Oil. Stay disciplined. You don't want to be killing 4 or 5 penalties is too much. 3 last game was probably the limit you want to have just because you don't want to see that top unit out there. That's pretty scary 5-man unit.
There's a lot of talk about the blue lines and the Golden Knights, and obviously getting Pietrangelo back would be huge for them tonight. But the Oilers blue line, they're pretty much running 5 guys. They'll mix in Emerson, 7 to 10 minutes along the way, maybe a little bit more if they're in a more comfortable spot. But what have you thought of the Oilers blue line so far in the playoffs, Luke? And game 1 I thought might have been their best complete game from the blue line that they've had. Can it be a championship caliber blue line with the 5 guys they're running back there right now?
No, they need Ekholm. And you can't do it with 5, but man, you have to give these guys a lot of credit. So how much have we talked about Bush? And love him or hate him at times, right? Like he played just shy of 27 and he's doing it on both sides of the puck. Jake Wallman's coming along. He's found his game. I think early in the LA series, he was a number of those guys that needed to find his footing, needed a couple games. And boys, we talked about this last week. John Klingberg, my goodness, has he been a great addition to the blue line? Like I'll say this again last week, like when they first brought him in, I was vehemently against this. Like, and not too openly. Just like I saw him in Toronto and I was like, this ain't it. Like he's on his last legs and he's found another gear. Cooley doing his thing, Nursey playing some good hockey. Got to give the guys all the credit in the world, but I think the simple answer to that question is probably no. You need your horse. You need 6. You probably need more than 6. They're probably going to need more than that if they want to go the whole way. So love the job they're doing, but would love to also see 14 back in there at some point.
Do you think Alex Pietrangelo, after watching game 1, is worried about getting back in because of Connor Brown and the speed that he's bringing so far in these playoffs?
Just turning him inside out, buddy. When he took off, okay, so like I get it. Like maybe the ACL injury is just way bigger than I think people anticipated, but I don't even remember him being this fast before.
Yeah, he looks faster.
Like, I saw him play here. He looks like he has a spring in his knees now. That's like giving him an extra push. But my goodness, talk about that line as a whole. That third line with Freddie and Rico has really turned into a really nice checking line. I just love the way the lines are slotted right now. You and me talk a lot about lineup and lines, and I honestly feel like they found almost as perfect of a combination as you can right now in terms of being able to roll all 4, being able to trust and depend your guys and get an offense from everybody. It will continue to change, but for now, I think they're starting to find some really good combos in there. Brownie's been huge for that, man, too. That third line, just like they did last year in the playoffs, not only do they check, but score some goals along the way.
Yeah, it's unheard of. I think they're going to be going into their 6th straight game tonight with the exact same lineup. Maybe their 7th game in a row with the exact same lineup, like in the same spots.
The LA series, I think they went 5. The first 5 games was all different lineups,
moving it around, right? Like they're starting
moving around,
finding the guys. So yeah,
no, it's good, man. I like that. I like that they found a good cohesive unit, and it looks good from top to bottom.
Guys, let's go to last night and what a night it was in the National Hockey League. We have to start with Rantanen. I mean, he's been in on 12 straight goals for the Dallas Stars, by far an NHL record. And yeah, there's pucks bouncing in off skates and stuff along the way. But how does Winnipeg find an answer for that guy? How does anybody find an answer for that guy right now?
Man, when you're hot, you're hot. Okay, so I'll say this about Rance. I don't want to say I was never a big fan. Like, obviously think the guy is an incredible player, but I think things get skewed and get maybe a little biased looking from the outside when you play every shift and every power play with Nate McKinnon for your whole career, right? And then the whole way that 2 trades go down ends up in Dallas. This guy is a stud. My goodness, can he carry the mail up the ice? He can play a physical game, but nice set of hands. He was really good on the D side of the puck. Like, I would never do a pack during the game of like good sticks on D, but like he has such a good attention to detail. They're going to have to figure out something. I actually didn't think they played bad last night. They out-hit them, out-blocked them. It wasn't their best game. They have another gear, but certainly seeing Hellebuck play the way he did was encouraging. Like, that wasn't 3 goals on 7 shots. That wasn't 3 goals on 5 shots. I thought he was good, but Dallas is a really good hockey team, man. They are good in their systems. They're deep, and they're missing their best defenseman, just like the Oilers are right now.
Yeah, they're trouble, man. They're trouble for the Jets. They're trouble for whoever comes out of this Oilers series. For sure. And then Toronto, now a bit of a different situation than, let's say Vegas tonight if they lose, because they got to go on the road up 2-0. But full marks to what the Leafs have done so far. Florida ties it at 3, and you're thinking, okay, Florida's going to get this one.
Bobrovsky.
And then Marner puts one in. Decent shot, but beats Bobrovsky from way out. What are you seeing from the Leafs that may be too much for the Panthers, or do you think the Panthers go home and even this thing up?
Everything is going for Toronto right now. I think they're getting the goaltending. They lost their starting goaltender, and I think Joe Wall played it outstanding last night. They are not getting dragged into the muck, which is exactly what I think Florida wanted to start this series, whether it's Bennett, Tkachuk, Marchand. They want to drag you in, and Toronto's not letting that happen. Their stars are playing good. Mitchie, Austin Matthews is playing some good hockey.
Nylander's been unreal.
Oh my goodness. Willie's an absolute stud, scoring key goals at key times. And it took a long time for them to figure out this system and this Craig Berube hockey. And my goodness, is it boring sometimes? He lets the top line kind of have a little leash. Matthews, Marner, Nyes, he kind of lets them run, but the rest of the forwards and deep basically play this system where it is 5 low. It's slow, it's heavy, but it works. And when a game comes down to kind of 1 goal in the third period, that's the way they're playing. And he's got him dialed in. Not gonna lie, vibes are high here in Toronto right now. Yeah, I don't want to see them crash again. It's been the same way every year, but vibes are really good right now, and I like that because I live here, and it's been a good environment.
Could you imagine what a Toronto Edmonton Stanley Cup final would do to this country, guys? Like,
it would break Canada's brain, honestly. Like, we were talking about it last night, dude. I don't even know. I don't know what I would do. Yeah. I think I would just have to walk away. I'd be like, guys, I don't want to do anything. I just want to watch this.
Locked in his basement for 2 weeks watching this thing. Yeah,
watching the series. It would be unbelievable, though, boys. Even like, give me a Edmonton Winnipeg conference final.
We dig that too.
Straight into a Toronto. No, that would be great, boys. We'll see what happens. The Leafs do. I'll give you the line. The Leafs look different this year.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Well, that's what we say every year. And then
yeah, that's true. They're just a little bit further on this year and looking different. So maybe that ends up being the difference maker. When are you back on the panel, Luke?
Friday, Jets game 2.
Oh, all right. Well, that'll be a good one. That's a huge one for the Winnipeg Jets.
You guys got Rick. I think Rick Bonus is on for the Oiler game tonight for you guys.
Oh, he's great too. Yeah, that's
he's good. That's. I'll be back on Friday for the Jets, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good, man. We'll catch up next week.
Thanks, boys.
There you go. That is Luke Gazdic. He's terrific. I mean, what can you say? He's been a great addition to the show. He's been great on Reid Wilkins' show. Scott texts in and says, guys, the budget that you found for Luke is totally worth it. He's the best. I like that text, Scott. I like that one. Dr. Dry. Connor Brown's new MCL is a descendant of Secretariat.
Well, and Klingberg was shopping for his hips at the same store that Brown got that from, right?
Well, if you ask Maddie right now, if you asked Awanik, where do you think John Klingberg got his new hips? I guarantee Awanik's answer would be Princess Auto. This guy is loving Princess Auto right now. It's just down the road from us. We should probably try to get a deal with Princess Auto. They sponsor the stadium in Winnipeg.
I'm sure you can get a meeting.
Anytime we need anything, I'm like, man, we need this. He goes, I'll go to Princess Auto. He's in there. That's where he got the mouse. The mouse that Trev is using over there. Trev, how is that Princess Auto mouse?
It is an unreal mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I love this mouse.
I guess I had no idea that you can get like everything at Princess Auto. Awanik is loving it.
Oh, yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, he said to me a couple days ago, he's like, I got the mouse at Princess Auto. Last week when we were on location, he goes,
cord.
I got that Ethernet cable at Princess Auto for $7.
And it's so close.
It's right down the street.
Yeah.
Then yesterday he says, or 2 days ago, he goes, they've got Arizona Coyote pucks at Princess Auto.
Sure.
So that's a strange thing to have at a place called Princess Auto.
And it's like a Canadian. You walk around and you get lost, and you're like, "Oh, look at this! Never would have thought." And then you're like,
I need that.
You go in there for one thing, and you end up walking out with a bunch of others. And I think they still sell that guy sells the knockoff whistle dogs in the parking lot. If I
is that still a thing?
I think that might be still a thing. But have a dog, getting Princess Auto and walk around. It's a great way to kill a couple hours.
Connor Hellebuck was better last night than he had been. However, he still makes this list right here. Not necessarily the list you want to be on. 70 plus goals against in a span of 17 career playoff games. All right, that is a lot of goals against over a 17 game stretch. That's where Hellebuck's at. He's now let in 70 goals in his last 17 playoff games. He joins a list. He's at 70. Kelly Rudy's at 71. Reggie Lemelin's at 71. Rogie Vachon's at 71. These guys are all in a different era. He's the only modern day goaltender. Well, this is not good actually for Helly. He's the only modern day goaltender to be on this list. There's not even anybody else. Now that I look at it, there's nobody else that even played in the 2000s on this list. These are all guys who were torched in the 80s. Kelly Rudy, Reggie Lemelin, Rogie Vachon, Tony Esposito, Gump Worsley, that's going back even further, Mike Liute, Mario Lessard, and can you guess which goaltender has let in the most playoff goals over a stretch of 17 games? Had a sick mask back in the 80s, and he sucked.
And he sucked.
His initials are MB. Somebody will get it. Murray Bannerman of Chicago Blackhawks fame. His mask was awesome. I used to love getting Murray Bannerman hockey cards back when I was a child. But Connor Hellebuck popping up on this list with nobody else that has played in 3 decades is not a good look. He's still going to have to be better.
The Jericho sounder for that?
You just made I don't know if I have the list. I don't know if oh yeah, I did. Hey, Connor Hellebuck.
You just made the list.
Oh gosh.
That's a tough one. Bit of a tough look there for Hellebuck. Do you think
was his dad in the house too? I heard.
Yeah,
his dad.
His dad was there
in front of your pops.
Well, he was took the loss. He was okay last
making
night.
the list. Hey.
But yeah, to make the list when daddy's in the house.
You just made the list.
Oh my gosh. All right, 780-218-9999. It is way, like Luke said they were talking about last night, but it is way too early to jump the gun on this.
What are you talking about?
But an Edmonton-Toronto Stanley Cup final would I don't even know how it would be great for us from a numbers perspective. My God, Edmonton Sports Talk numbers would be through the roof, and I'd have a lot of time for these Leafs trolls sliding into the chat. But you know how you'd
probably get invited back onto Overdrive.
I wouldn't be surprised if I get fired from CFL on TSN for some of my takes in a Toronto Edmonton series. Honestly, for the betterment of my future career. Yeah. Toronto Edmonton probably shouldn't happen.
If there's one thing that'll break up this country for good, it'll be that series.
Yeah, somebody said the West should separate.
Sure, yeah.
Do the vote now.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't handle it.
Don't need them.
The all-time EST playoff run would be Winnipeg next. Then we get the WST EST back and forth, which would be great. Jamie Thomas on the show more, or Lesky on
Mr. Ritz-Cracker.
And then obviously, Oilers Leafs would be unlike anything we've seen. 780-218-9999. Campbell from the chat says, Murray Bannerman got torched by the Oilers in the 80s. That's the problem. Poor Murray Bannerman. You really wonder if, what if he was on the Oilers?
Systems goalie.
Would that have changed things for old Murray Bannerman? Started in Vancouver, then put in 7 seasons with the Blackhawks. Career goals against a 3.84. Just a
that's
tough
when that
one.
stat mattered.
Hung out to dry on some pretty bad Chicago Blackhawks teams. All right, keep the text messages flying in. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where we can get in as well. Sailor says, guys, I wouldn't be able to handle Toronto Edmonton. I'm moving out west if that happens. CQ over on the Nasty Chat on YouTube this morning as well says, King Charles Barkley called it in his bracket. He said Oilers versus Leafs in the Stanley Cup final. I think somebody said that Barkley got all 8 right in the first round.
You should take PK Subban's job.
Well, yes.
Wouldn't that be something? Charles Barkley, NHL on the...
They'll mix him in a little bit. All right, we're going to get to our early bird bet of the day. We are just 38 likes away from changing 400 through the first half of the show. Very attainable with how many people are watching right now. So if you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Let's blow through 400 by 7:30 this morning. Should be able to get that done. I Got Beef is coming up. You can text your beefs to us at 780-218-9999. And then Reed Wilkins will join us as well. And I know he did say on postgame after game 1 that he thinks Aiden Hill is a better goaltender than Darcy Kemper. So maybe we'll have a little bit of an Aiden Hill discussion here with Reed Wilkins. when he pops by. Here's what we have up for you right now over at Play Alberta. You just go playalberta.ca or download the app. You will see the EST specials link. It's right under quick links. You don't have to search through anything. You can't miss it. Even when you pop up, and I was on the app last night. When you pop up the app, and I just want to double check it, I'm pretty sure the EST specials page, the link to EST specials is like front. Yeah, it's right there. So you bring up the app and click on sports, you see odds boosts and then EST specials right there. You can't miss it. Right now we've got 2 in there. The one will be off the board here right away. It was a lock shot partner parlay from yesterday. Cantlay, Justin Thomas, and Daniel Berger all to finish top 20 at the Truist Championship. It's plus 485. Berger, Cantlay, and JT top 20 at the Truist Championship. That's plus 485 right now. Nothing like a little sprinkle on golf to get yourself a Sunday sweat.
Absolutely. The truest of sweats.
And then the early bird bet of the day. Staying away from the money line again for the Oilers, just in case. But I do like this. Plus 215. Connor McDavid, assist. Evan Bouchard, assist. Evander Kane, point. That's it. That's all we need tonight on the early bird bet at Play Alberta. If you want to ride with us, it's plus 215. McDavid, Bouchard, assists, Kane, point, plus 215. It's the early bird bet. You can find it on the EST specials page at Play Alberta, and you can use a free bet on it if you sign up or if you already have an account. If you've not yet used your free bet codes, 100 sports, deposit 20, get a $100 free bet. YEG 50, deposit 5, get a $50 free bet. When you go to make the deposit, you'll see it says promo code. You enter the promo code, boom, you get the free bet. Gaming made easy, anytime, anywhere with Play Alberta. Full casino experience right at your fingertips as well. Play from your phone, tablet, computer, wherever works for you. Just download the Play Alberta app today. All right, on the other side, I got beef. What do you have beef with? I got a beef for somebody in studio this morning. Who could it be? Is it Eric? Is it Trev?
Whale and the Wolf.
Is it me? Is it the guys from Whale and the Wolf? No, not them. Nice to let them out a little bit, though.
I'd give them a little air.
Yeah, maybe we'll give them a little air coming back here right away. Let's get to the sports update. For our partners at Park Mazda, we're Mitch, dressed as well as any man in the city could possibly be dressed. Eric's got the update for you. Text your beefs to 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. What is driving you crazy right now? Text your beefs to the Paris Jewelers inbox or throw them up over in the nasty chat as well. We'll get to those. Let's get to the update.
Oilers Golden Knights Game 2 from Vegas tonight. Edmonton looking to go 2-up. Tom Gazzola, he'll be live from Hudson's Bourbon Street with your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts at 6 here on EST. One other game tonight, we'll see Carolina and Washington with the Hurricanes up 1-0. That gets going at 5. Last night, Leafs hanging on to defeat the Panthers once again 4-3. They take a 2-0 series lead back to Florida. Mikko Rantanen's second straight hat-trick leading the Stars over the Jets 3-2, taking the opener of that series. Over to the NBA, OKC roll over the Nuggets 149-106, evening that series at 1. And the Knicks coming back from 20 down yet again to top the Celtics 91-90. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to New York. Just the lone game tonight, Timberwolves at home to the Warriors with Golden State up 1-0, tip-off 6:30. Jays look to avoid the series sweep later tonight from Anaheim as the Angels would score 3 in the ninth last night, taking it 5-4. First pitch tonight, 7:38. And Elks rookie camp concludes later this morning. The session begins at 9 from Commonwealth and is open to the public. Main camp will get going on Sunday. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he not only dresses well, he also smells very, very good.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki with like a giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Lynyrd Skynyrd with like an angel band. And I'm in the crowd hammered drunk.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Step closer to the hollow, the devil may care. If I showed you around my heart, would you mind if I shared to show you what's wrong with me? I will not change it. I will wait patiently while you get painted out. Let me into your untainted tribe to be the one who gets to live a lie. I'll be a perfect stranger. I wanna be that stupid boy that you don't talk about. You better believe there's a sharp knife beside my bed. You better believe there's a sharp knife inside my head. And if you would leave, I would take you by the hand. You and I would leave, but it wouldn't be that.
Will and the Wolf. You'll hear them from time to time on the station.
Rocky Mountain Ice House, May 31st.
May 31st show, Rocky Mountain Ice House. Get your tickets today.
Yeah.
Get your tickets today to see the boys. All right, you can text us anytime. Paris Jewelers inbox. Mother's Day is on Sunday. Their Mother's Day collection is now live. $99. Starts at $99. Get mom something fancy. Nielson Show brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. And keep the text messages coming in. One of your text messages will win the A&W text of the day. It is time for I Got Beef. And there's some beefs already rolling in.
Come get your
here.
beef.
Get your beefs here. Eat fresh, eat local, eat Acme. Acme Meats, serving Edmonton for over 100 years. 9570 76th Ave. Corey the Butcher is in a contest right now. With Inked Magazine.
What a competitor. He's always doing something.
Straight from the Butcher Olympics.
Yeah.
And now he's competing in this contest with Inked Magazine. You can find the details on this on his Instagram. And then, his Twitter account is Corey the Butcher. I'm sure there'll be some information over there as well. But he needs your votes. Nasties, he needs your votes. So let's do this for him. What's Corey the Butcher's Instagram?
Corey the Butcher.
Is it also on Instagram? Is it the same thing as his
where is
X
he
handle?
here? Where is he here? Where is he?
Anyway,
here?
go vote for Corey, Nasties. Let's push this guy through here.
Corey the Butcher.
All right, so just Corey the Butcher on Insta as well. So slide on over there. There's a link there. You can go vote for Corey the Butcher. And let's get him featured in Ink Magazine, which is kind of cool. He had texted in earlier today, said, "Good morning, guys. Happy game day. I had a song in my head. I think it could be a good song for you guys. Are you down with EST? Yeah, you know me. Sung to the tune of Down with OPP by Naughty by Nature.
Get down with that.
That's not bad, actually.
Get down with that.
You down with EST? You know. Yeah, that's a. You know what?
Zach.
I like it.
Zach can sing it.
That could be blaring at the Nasty Bash in the summer.
Oh,
I think that would be good. All right, let's get into beefs. What are you beefing with, Rick?
Well, I do have a beef with someone in this room, and it would be Trevor here. And it's a small beef. It's no. I
think I know where this is going.
Do you?
Is it because how I was in the first series, and now I'm like pro?
No, not at all. Okay. I know we were talking yesterday around the office that
Oh, I know what it is.
You had to beg Glue Guy to help you move. I dropped hints earlier in the week.
He did ask. He asked.
You were going to help.
Well, I said, I kept dropping hints. I didn't say I will move you, but I said, I don't mind helping people move. And I think I'm paraphrasing.
You were looking for the invite.
I think I said, hey, if you need any help, And then you assembled a team of Glue Guy, and I mean, you chose Coob over me, man.
I didn't choose Coob. No, let's get the record straight here. Okay, well, first off, I did not beg Glue Guy. Yeah, I know. I don't know where that was coming from. He's like, I'll show the text. I was like, yeah, please do, because nowhere in the text did it say, please, Glue Guy, can you help me move? During the break that I had in the middle of, April, I had a week off. I was looking around for prices, and I'm like, maybe I'll just ask around quick. Glue Guy was the first guy I thought of, and so I texted him. I'm like, hey, do you happen to know a guy with the moving trailer, or do you happen to have one? And he calls me right away, and he says, yeah, I've got one. And I was like, oh.
And you didn't know that?
No, I had no idea. Well, I assumed, he's very well connected. So I was like, yeah. But then, long story short, he was just like, no, Trev, I'm going to help you move. I love this kind of thing. And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yes, I want to help you move. And I've got texts from him saying, yes, I want to help you move. So, and then you did ask. And then I just felt bad because I did have enough help and I didn't want.
I could have been more aggressive. But I was dropping hints. I was thinking you would bite.
No, and I appreciate that. But that's one thing about me. I have a hard time with receiving help. I really, really do. I like to do it by myself if I can. And so that's all that was. It was nothing personal.
The main reason I wanted to help you move is usually the person that gets people to help move gets the people that help them move a meal.
Yeah, did you get them with donaires or something?
The boys, they left immediately.
Chocolate milk?
I told them pizza and beer, so I'm going to bring some by.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's good.
But Glue Guy was gone before I could say goodbye. So I'm like, see, where's Glue Guy?
Pulling away.
So I'm like, oh, there he is.
Okay, my beef is also with you, Trev.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Trev. This is a tough beef day for you.
What?
My beef, and I saw the picture last night of you in your new hot tub, or you in your new bathtub. My beef is that you didn't find a place with a better tub. As a guy who loves bathtubs and loves having baths like you, it broke my heart last night to see you sitting in a very normal sized tub in your new place. I have beef that you didn't hold out for a better tub or choose a place with a better, deeper tub.
Well,
I'm sad for you.
Come on.
But I have beef with you.
Oh, come on. I didn't have the luxury of,
You looked at a bunch of places. Did you not see one with a great tub?
Yeah, but they were all small places. They were all small. Trust me.
So do you love tubs or not?
I do, but I also love disc golf and I love a lot of space. And this one does have a tub. And so, you know what? You got to do what you got to do, okay? But Glue Guy, when he first saw my tub at my old place now, he was like, holy crap, even I'd bathe in that.
It was that? Oh, no. So you're going from a Rolls Royce to a hatchback.
Yeah.
God.
And so it was, that picture, that wasn't staged at all. They were like, where's Trev? Where's Trev? And then they looked, and then I was in the tub just looking at the wall because I'm getting used to a tub that, I'm going to have to get used to for the next year.
I think overall, as a human race, we need to start upgrading the size of the off-the-shelf bathtub.
Yeah, we're continuing to grow as a species.
Everything else is shrinking. Like the food that you get at stores now are shrinking. Let's reverse this with the bathtub and live in a little bit more comfort in our own homes.
I agree. I totally agree.
So that was kind of my beef. I saw you sit in that tub and I said, how did he settle for this?
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's the thing with the place that I'm at now. I
would have given you a raise.
I was looking.
Come ask. Don't say I need a raise to get a bigger bathtub.
Yeah, I was looking for over a year to get to that place, as some of the nasties know, right?
Yeah,
and that was biggest thing on the check on the box.
Tub.
I wanted a nice tub, which that one had.
And it's not just Trev who loves tubs. You told me that when your brother came to visit, he saw your tub and said, can I have a bath in this? And then your brother had a bath in your tub as well.
As a matter of fact, the first thing my brother did was have a bath in
Did you know this? He told me that story. His brother comes over. First thing he does in his house is like, I'm going to get in this tub.
Strips down.
He's like, holy crap. He's like, I haven't seen a tub like this in forever. Can I have a bath? I'm like, okay. And then we'll go to the bars. He's like, yes. He's like, but I need a bath. I'm like, okay, fine.
A pre-going out bath.
Yeah.
Only in your family, Trev. I love it.
Absolutely.
Text your beefs to 780-218-9999. Johnny Alberta says, as a 6'3" man, Dustin is expressing my politics. # Dusty for PM. I would run on a we need bigger bathtubs platform. 100%. Trev, what's your beef?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got beef with you guys for having beef with me. I was not expecting that. I've got beef with people saying on Twitter yesterday, you shouldn't bath. You're a man. You need to shower. No. Only men. As a matter of fact, only men can say that they have baths. It takes a man to really say that. So yes, I have beef with them. I've got beef with you guys seeing my posts and all the posts, and you didn't like a single one. That's rude.
Oh, geez, sorry, man.
Yeah, that's rude. I didn't even think
you want me to like your sad bathtub post,
or it's one of them.
I would never do it. I would never do
one
that.
of them.
I retweeted the first update of the glue guy move.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see that one. Okay.
I don't go on Twitter after work hours.
That is false. But yeah, my beef coming in today, no surprise. I've got beef with moving. I moved a lot growing up. It's not fun. I hate it. Huge props to people that do that for a living.
I used to move all the time too back in the day.
Yeah, it's not fun. But honestly, I don't know what's wrong with you people. If that's what you do for work, if you choose to, if you're like, oh, that's so much fun. I love it. Good for you. Cause it is hard work. If you ever think you're having a bad day at work, just think of
people who are doing moving. Yeah.
Oh gosh. So yeah, that's my beef. But
I delivered furniture for 4 months, which is kind of half of moving,
brother.
And I hated every single minute of it. Absolutely hated it.
I would too.
I hated it. That was I was working with buddies, which was great. But as for the job itself, probably the job I hated the most ever.
Yep.
All right. 780-218-9999. Box Banner says, end bath shaming. I could also put that on my platform when I run. For Premier.
Andrew, the accountant, says yet another comparison between YTT and Stuart Skinner. They have a hard time moving.
Oh, geez. Save it for hot takes, my man.
That's a
save it for hot takes.
It might be going to A&W with that one.
DB says nothing better than a bath, Trev. Pour a nice Ryan Coke, get a game going on the iPad. I'll sit in there for an hour plus. Right, you're reheating it. You're turning that hot water on again, spicing it up a little bit. That's a good one. Twitter Mary has a beef. Her husband texting, and Dave, they cannot watch the game tonight on Beef Island, Totola. First of all, there's no way there's a place called Beef Island. I refuse to believe it. Do you think it's on the map, or I have to put it on the map?
Island in the British Virgin Islands.
Beef Island.
Beef Island.
Where does Beef Island get its just a bunch of cattle there, and that's why they decided to name
Home
it?
to Aragorn's studio, whatever that is.
Nobody knows.
Nope.
All right, they're listening from Beef Island, and apparently, they will not have access to the game tonight.
They win the segment.
That's a tough one. Segment's over. Wait a second.
They are beef.
Oh, is it actually called Beef Island, or is he saying they have a beef and they're on the island of Totola? Beef Island. Well, you have to text in from Beef Island. Lucas says, my beef is that Trev's new place doesn't have fiber optic and I have to install copper internet for him today. Is that happening too?
Trust me, I've got beef with that.
What
Lucas
is
as well?
So you moved into a place with an average sized bathtub and bad internet? You're a guy who does streaming stuff and loves baths.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
At least it's warm.
There was pros and cons.
You must really love
room temperature.
You must really love disc golf.
I came in this morning. I'm so cold.
Yeah, this guy goes to me. He goes, I was freezing last night. The air conditioning was on all night. I had to warm up heating pads. I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, Lucas. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay. I didn't want to move. I didn't choose to move. Okay. This is just what the hand I've been dealt. Okay. So anyway.
Corey Meyer over the chat says, I'm the mayor of Beef Island, which would be Corey the Butcher.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I did not know Beef Island was a thing. All right, well, let's bring in a very knowledgeable man. I bet you Reid Wilkins probably knew about Beef Island.
Probably has a condo there.
He gets there on his vacations. All right, let's bring in Reid Wilkins from the Reid Wilkins Show today, every day from 3 to 6, right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Reid, were you aware of a place called Beef Island?
I was not. I just Googled strangely named islands. So I'm on a website. I don't know if this is this doesn't sound like a real website. Blacktomato.com. Strange islands and unfamiliar places. There's apparently a place called Desolation Island, Sable Island, Nova Scotia, Christmas Island, Japan apparently has a place called Cat Island. There are the Disappointment Islands, I think near New Zealand, maybe. And it sounds like Australia has an inlet named Useless Inlet. And there's a place called, where is this? There's a place called Misery Island. I don't know why you'd ever live there. I moved to Misery Island and my life went to crap. Well, I wonder why. You were warned.
Should have moved to Bliss Island. Would have been much better.
I don't know. Well, yeah, there's got to be better names than that. I didn't know there was a beef island, but I mean, I would say my island knowledge is quite limited. How often do we use the term? When do you ever go to an island living in Alberta? What did they call the place? What did they call the beach that formed when they were building the LRT bridge?
Oh yeah,
what
was it called? Mystery Beach?
Accidental
Beach?
Accidental Beach. Yes, right. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, Accidental Beach. That's the closest we came in Edmonton to having an island, I guess.
Oh my God! Look, there's an island.
Accidental Beach.
Let's go stand on it.
You could call that one Misery Island as well, with some of the
faces
and the people that get down there.
Does it still pop up in the summer? I can't remember. I think
when it pops up, it's not exactly the most.
It can't be that nice a beach.
It's not that nice. Well, the beach itself and the people that populate it, it's not exactly.
It's a beach, the result of construction in a river in a landlocked city. Yeah. That's what it was. Trev, I'm glad the move went well. Congratulations. I'm glad I wasn't asked to help, and I would have said no.
Thanks, Reed.
That's good.
I absolutely dread Buddy's asking me to help him move.
Heavy stuff anyway right now, so I actually have a legit
because of the eye.
Excuse.
Yeah,
you can't do anything.
What's the latest? What's the latest on the eye?
It sucks. It's annoying.
Is it improving at all? Like for us looking at you, it's starting to look more normal. But for you looking out of it, is it still as bad as it was?
I mean, it's not very good. It's just extremely blurry, and I can see the gas bubble. I put the white patch on yesterday at work. Again, not because of any, I saw there's oozing. It's just to block out the unfocused eye. So I actually have a proper eye that I can see it. No, it's look, I know a lot of people go through it and there are far worse surgeries to have. I think part of the thing for me is the mental thing is that I was not at all prepared for the length of the recovery process.
Yeah.
And I kind of, when I saw the people in emergency the Monday night I went, they were very good. And it's not, look, they're not the surgeons. It's not their job to prepare me, but they just said, well, come in at 9:45. You'll have surgery. You'll probably be done by 11 or noon. I was like, oh, great. And it obviously wasn't that quick as you guys know. And then you kind of get in there and it's like, oh yeah, they're actually I finally watched the video a few days ago.
You decide to sit down and watch the whole surgery, not your surgery, but another
not
surgery.
My surgery. Yeah. I watched an edited version of a surgery for what I had. And it's like, oh yeah, they're really getting in there. I can see why this messes up your eye for a while. But yeah, it's annoying, I guess, is the main thing for it to go through. But yeah, so I can't fly, and I can't climb mountains. So the trip to Kilimanjaro I had planned is completely blown apart on every level. Can't even fly to get there. And if I floated there or something, they'd be like, "No, you can't climb."
I do like you 20 years from now being like, I was going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, sure. But then, Pizza Boy over in the YouTube chat says, I think Reed detached his retina to get out of helping YouTube Trev move.
The long play.
Exactly. The timing is interesting, isn't it, Trev?
Pizza Boy, text that in. That could be A&W text of the day right there. Reed, quickly, before I'm going to get to game 2 here, obviously, tonight, everybody. We'll get there in a second. What is your bathing situation? Do you bathe ever, or are you just a shower guy?
I can't remember the last time I took a bath.
Okay.
I shower. I wouldn't even know what to do with taking a bath now. I wouldn't know how much water to put into the tub. I wouldn't know which leg to step in with first. I wouldn't know how, do you step in quickly or do you have to go slowly because of splashing or slipping situations? I wouldn't know how to reach certain parts of my body to wash them. I wouldn't understand how to wash my hair. Like, how do you wash your hair when you bath? Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. So I have not. I really don't know when was the last time I took a bath. I mean, it could have been preschool for all I know. But look, do I understand Trev's passion for bathing? I don't. But I always say I like people who have favorite things.
Yes.
I like people who are passionate about things. Like I kind of get annoyed, if you meet somebody or you got a new coworker or something and you start talking and you're like, hey, like, what's your favorite album? Well, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. Well, like, you have a favorite band? Well, I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. Yeah, but like, what really fires you up? Like, you got a top 3? Well, I don't know. It's like, well, what are you engaged with then? Like, what you it's okay to have a favorite. Like, I want to hear about it. I'm not going to criticize it. I actually want to know. So I do, I do find Trev's passion for bathing, curious yet admirable, I guess would be. That could be Trev's autobiography, A Passion for Bathing, or maybe he could write like a series of, like Trev could be a detective, but he only solves bath-related.
Yeah, and he writes all these stories in the bath.
Yes, and then he types out.
Yeah,
that'd be a great TV series. It always starts with him like getting a bath ready, and then he props his laptop, or maybe he has an actual typewriter, because you know how you can get those trays in the bathtub.
Yeah,
and he puts that in, and then it starts typing like, "Man, I never saw this one coming. It was such a quiet Tuesday night," and then the screen slowly dissolves, and then it flashes back to tell the story. And then there's always a body found in a bathtub, and it's, like,
and it's always like, bathtub-related deaths.
Yeah, and there could be like a rival cop who always wants the cases, and the chief's always like, "Sorry, Perkins, bathtub-related. We're calling in party."
Oh my God, Reid Wilkins is with us.
He has like some kind of a. I was going to say dolphin, but it's too big. He could have a little fish sidekick. An aquatic sidekick that helps them somehow.
An octopus.
Oh yeah, they're very smart.
Yeah, they are. They move around pretty well too, I think. All right, it's Reid Wilkins show every day from 3 to 6. If you like this segment, you get 3 hours of it in the afternoon. Reid, so when you look at game 1, obviously if they can get Pietrangelo back, that's going to make a big difference. I did like how you came on the post-game show last game and said you do think Kemper is Hill is a better goaltender than Kemper. What did you think of him in game 1? And do you think he ends up becoming a problem for the Oilers as we work our way through this series?
I think he already is a problem. I can in the second period, I was starting to think like, is Hill going to steal this game? And as you guys know, I never really felt that way with Kemper. I thought that they could get to him. Like Hill's proven, if you look at the last couple of years and what he did, he was part of the reason the Golden Knights beat the Oilers 2 years ago. And let's face it, guys, I know it's a big if he would have played the entire postseason 2 years ago, especially at the level he did, he would have won the Conn Smythe. I think he didn't get it because he didn't play the entire playoff, and voters were probably like, well, can you give it to a guy who played 2.5 rounds, even if he's the goaltender? I think he moves well. I think he reads the play well. I think he's got he looks like he has like a big upper body that's always square to the play. He clearly catches the puck better than Kemper, even though he dropped that kind of funny one that deflected and led to the Draisaitl goal. So yeah, I think he's more capable of stealing a game than Darcy Kemper was. And sometimes in a series like this, helping a team win a game that they shouldn't win could be enough to turn the tables. I know I was talking about with Gager yesterday. He still thinks Hill might play a little bit too deep in his net, and that might cost him against a team, like the Oilers, who have some guys who can move the puck from side to side. But I think I'm not saying he's the only threat to Edmonton, because Vegas is very good, but I think Hill is the biggest individual threat to the Oilers in this series.
Reid, we had Luke Gazdic on earlier and asking him, how do the Golden Knights from the opposition side, how do they square things tonight? And I it was much like that game 2 between the Leafs and Panthers, and everybody wanting the Leafs to go out and get their pound of flesh or whatever it is. Luke did mention, special teams for Vegas would be important. Do you think it comes down to, Vegas trying to muck it up and the Oilers' discipline, trying to stay out of that type of game? Is that kind of the path to success for Edmonton? And if they don't stay disciplined, also the path to success tonight for Vegas and the big difference?
Well, I think Vegas is going to try to do what the Oilers needed to do after the first couple games against Los Angeles, and they got to get the puck down low and get to the net. I mean, they didn't make it. I didn't think that they made it a very difficult night for Pickard. And Pickard played well, obviously, and made the saves he needed to make. But I think if you're looking at that from a Vegas perspective, you're saying after the first 15 minutes of the game, when were we a nuisance around the net? When were we pounding away at rebounds? When were we getting in and pounding their defense and getting the puck down low? Now, the Oilers made it hard for do that because now that Klingberg's playing well, they have 5 players who can go back and get the puck quickly and get it going up the ice, either by passing it or skating it. The discipline thing is an interesting one because you guys know the special name I have for the Golden Knights, and I think they have a lot of real, cross the line. I'm going to poke away at you and be a little bit dirty type of players. Yet they're the least penalized team in the league. And I think that might be 2 years running. I'd have to check. But I think this year they were the least penalized team in the league. So I think Vegas can get into that game if they want to. But I would guess their focus will probably be on trying to do other types of things to score goals. And I think the Oilers now are better equipped to handle that. I do think Pietrangelo got the Oilers off their game in games 5 and 6 last year. I know he was suspended, but just in general, after he slashed Draisaitl. I don't know if the Oilers would get that rattled by a move like that now. And as we've talked about a lot, Kane and Frederick changed the composure, or not the composure, they changed the makeup of the Oilers just because how they can play and that they're, big guys who can do that sort of thing themselves. So that's a really good question, Eric, to see if Vegas is going to try to go that way with it. But I don't know if it would work against this version of the Oilers.
We were discussing earlier, the Oilers fall behind 2 games against the Kings. And then, they 3 very important games they win, and then a chance to finish them off, and they put their foot on their throat and get them. They win game 1 against Vegas. And I said, tonight's game is probably the most comfortable game that they've had of the playoffs, right? They're up 1-0. They've already got the split. I think if they can go out and play the way they did in game 1 in game 2 tonight, I would be extremely impressed. We know this team is great when their backs are against the wall and people are counting them out. But this is, they're up 1-0. They have a chance to, pick up 2. Are you at all worried that maybe they play a little bit differently tonight because the last 5 games they've been so desperate. They've been awesome. I'm wondering if I don't think they will. I think they're different, but are you at all worried about that?
You know what? That's a good point. I'd never thought about that. And I like how you use the word comfortable because, how often now the playoffs are always tense and every game feels so vital. But that's a really good point. How often have the Oilers had a playoff game where maybe you've said, of course I want them to win, but if they lose, it doesn't put them on the back heel in the series.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe game 4 last year against LA when they were already up 2-1.
Yep.
If you would have lost, okay, it's 2-2, but you have games 5 and 7 at home. If it goes to that, I hope not. I hope they. Now, Vegas is going to play better, I would assume. But, I hope that they're not sitting there thinking, okay, we've done the job. We got a split. We finally won a game 1. I would hope they have the mentality of thinking, like, okay, let's really shove this team, so they're hanging on the cliff with one hand like the end of a movie, like they really got him at a disadvantage because, 2-0 coming back to Edmonton. I don't think Vegas can recover from that. I mean, maybe they win a game. I'm not saying it'd be a sweep. So I hope the Oilers have that mentality that they've always had. I think they do. Like, I think when they appear lately that when they get into a game, it's all about that game. It's not distracted by bigger picture in the series or beefs they might have had with players in the past. It's just locked into that game. Yeah, so that's a really good question. I never thought of it that way, about that they're in a comfortable situation. I think they're at the point, though, where they've got a consistency of preparation and effort, though.
Hey, how was the chat with Gene Principe yesterday post-haircut?
Well, he's great. Yeah, he told there's a clip of it on the Edmonton Sports Talk page if people kind of just want a quick clip of some of the reaction he got to the haircut. And it was in the 4:00 hour of our show yesterday, if people have time to go back and watch the whole thing. But yeah, he's great. Like he's just so easy to talk to, and he doesn't take himself too seriously. I didn't realize he had not had a haircut since the start of the 23-24 season.
Yeah.
It was something like October 8th or 9th that he had his last haircut. He looked quite a bit different. I was surprised. And he sort of I think got nudged, by the higher ups. That's like, okay, it's time to clean it up a little bit. But he certainly goes for it. Like, Gene's a unique guy, and I appreciate that. Because, you guys know what it's like. Like, you have to stand out. And even, like, we're all outgoing, goofy guys. But I know even for me, sometimes, I don't know, like, how far do I want to go? Or, like, will that be too much? But Gene's not really like that. Like, he goes for it with the hair, goes for it with the puns, goes for it with the hot dog costumes and all that kind of stuff. But he did say he has to dial it back a little bit because now he has more of a national audience in the playoffs that maybe aren't going to know his persona and all his shticks and stuff like that. But I think he'll still be slipping some puns in along the way. But he was such a great guy. He's so genuine.
What's coming up today?
Today we're gonna just hammer game 2, baby. Just have fun. I don't know what we're gonna do for guests. We're still gonna get to that. I think we're just gonna have a jovial show.
All right, there you go.
Trev's first book.
Yeah, there you go. Reid Wilkins with us. Reid Wilkins show today from 3 to 6. Reid, thanks for the time, buddy.
Okay, see you later, guys.
There you go. That's Reid Wilkins. What a great segment with Reid. Started with him laying out a whole mystery novel thing for Trev and the Bass.
Set the scene, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said Reid was on Beef Island when Awanak forced him to take vacation days.
His residency.
I want to circle back around to one more beef that came in right after we got going with Reid. This is bad. Dirty Don texts and it says, I got beef. I get a sponsorship for a mixed slow pitch team. Then I get told I wasn't on the team. How bad is that?
You reel in the moneymaker and then you...
Hey, can you find... This is worse than Trev telling Hernan he can play soccer with him and then kicking him off the team. Like, this is really bad. Hey, man, you want to play on the team? Okay. Can you get us a sponsor? Yeah, no problem. Gets a sponsor and then gets told he's not on the team? That's an all-time beef. Like, that's... those guys can't be your friends, right? This must be just been an invite to friends wouldn't do that
work
to
thing
friends
or something, or yeah.
It's a bloody slow pitch team. You can have an extra body around. Not everybody's going to make every game. At least at least be a sub. That's weird to me. Very disappointing, to be honest with you. 14 likes away from changing 500. Let's hammer through that here. We were at 1,000 on mornings after games at this time. People are hesitant. We're worried about game 2. Let's see how it goes tonight. Join us, Hudson's, Bourbon Street, West Edmonton Mall. The last time I was at Hudson's, Bourbon Street, Tamara the wig lady popped by. These wigs are so good, I can't even find my way in.
It doesn't matter. You just put it on.
How do you even get in here? What's going on with my wig? Oh, there it is. See, that's how good this wig is. The last time we were at Hudson's, Bourbon Street, I had this for the first time. There we go. Maybe she'll be there again tonight and she'll give somebody else a wig. Who knows? Wig Boutique. Check it out. Small business locally. Been grinding. Go get a wig and you can look as cool as I do right now. But yeah, that's the anniversary of the wig, game 2.
All day happy hour at Hudson's today.
What?
Open till close.
All day happy hour.
So happy hour menu all
That's why you're going early.
Day.
That's why you're going early.
It's good to get a seat too. I mean, it was packed last time. Lots of placards around, people reserving their spots. So,
all right, we'll see you tonight. Bourbon Street, West Edmonton Mall, Hudson's. Should be a good time. We need somebody to play kind of easy trivia right now. Text Trev 780-218-9999, $99.99. If you would like to play kind of easy trivia, gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. All right, 780-218-9999 if you want to play kind of easy trivia. We need one more question for 3 questions too many. We got scalding hot takes coming up. We got fired up. That's on the way. And we also have your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast, plus the wrap for William Huff. Jam-packed third hour here on a game day. Continue to get you ready for game 2 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. The Oilers looking to take a bit of a stranglehold on the Knights tonight. If you want to play kind of easy trivia, 780-218-9999. Let's get to a sports update for Windsor Plywood, Leduc.
Join Tom Gazzola and EST for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows tonight live from Hudson's Bourbon Street. Coverage starts at 6 here at EST as we get set for Game 2. Oilers Golden Knights from Vegas with Edmonton sporting a 1-0 series lead. Elsewhere tonight, it'll be the Capitals at home to the Hurricanes down 1-0. Puck drop at 5. Action last night, Leafs hanging on again to defeat the Panthers 4-3. They'll take a 2-0 series lead down to Florida. Mikko Rantanen, meanwhile, his second straight hat-trick, takes the Stars over the Jets 3-2 as they take the opener of that series. NBA postseason, Knicks coming back from 20 down, topping the Celtics 91-90. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to New York. Thunder roll past the Nuggets 149-106, evening that series at a game. Just one game tonight. We'll see the Warriors look to go 2-up in Minnesota against the Timberwolves. Tip-off 6:30. Angels scoring 3 in the ninth to take it 5-4 over the Jays. Jays look to avoid the sweep later tonight from Anaheim. First pitch, 7:38. And Elks rookie camp will conclude this morning with the final session. It begins at 9 from Commonwealth and is open to the public. Main camp will begin on Sunday. Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Step inside Rogers Place. Play La Bamba. Baby!
Play La Bamba, baby!
We're a dangerous team when we're rolling, and we're healthy, and we are healthy.
Cup is on the line, baby, come and get it done. 16 wins, yeah, they're going on a run. Looking to advance, going deep in the dance. Hop on the bandwagon, let's hear the fans. The fans.
Special place to play, honestly. There's so much history, these fans. It's great to hear their sport.
Wrestling in the dazzling every single night. Clubs coming up, baby, gonna be a fight. 6 games, 5 games, how about a sweep? Ticket prices, yeah, they're gonna be steep, yeah! Yeah! Come on! It's the playoffs! Crank it up! It's the playoffs! Take the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Gotta get the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Come on, lift it up! Let's go win the Stanley! Waited long enough, it's time. No more wait for the oil, it's the fate, yeah! Listen, first gear, second gear, third gear, go. McDavid 97, he's a one-man show. Dry saddle, Iverson, gotta love the nude. Bruce Skinner and picks need to be huge. Be huge. Be huge. They gotta squeeze a little, squeeze a little, squeeze a little more. Get the bottom 6 to find a way to score. One time, overtime, gotta find a way. Jam-packed moss pit going insane. Yeah! Cheer a little more. It's the playoffs. Crank it up. It's the playoffs.
8:11 on the Nielson Show. That is our 2025 playoff song, and hopefully you like it. You can text us anytime, 780-218-9999. All those original songs brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. New gear, used gear, trading, consign, a sport for every season. Obviously, hockey equipment and skates ready to go year-round. They're also selling, renting, and repairing canoes and kayaks, and inquire about the group rental rates. They also have kayaks on discount as low as a staff discount right now. Family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. Visit them 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. Really one of the better places in the city. We had somebody, if you missed it earlier, earlier today.
A testimonial.
Said they were in there, got their son or daughter a pair of cleats for $15 for soccer season. Said they absolutely love it. Advertising works with Edmonton Sports Talk. All right. The Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a month. Truck month continues at South Fort Chev. 0% financing for up to 72 months OAC on Silverado 1500 crew cabs, which are built right here in Canada. Big discounts on all Silverados, actually. Drive a little, save a lot at southfortchev.com. You want to trade in your vehicle? They'll call it fairly, unlike NHL officials. This text was in from Dean when we were chatting with Reed. I would pay good money to spend one day inside Reed's mind. Wow. Hey, how much?
Oh, it's an amusement park.
That would be something. We got to have the technology nowadays to do that.
Yeah, a money-making venture for EST, eh?
Yeah.
Win a trip. Caller number 10 qualifies.
To go inside Reed's mind.
The Reed mentality tour.
Burgerler. Me when I think of Reed's brain. Curious, yet admirable. That worked out pretty well as well.
And you don't even know the half of it. I mean, the guy around here is wild. You can attest to that. We all can.
Oh, yeah. He's off. Off-air Reed is like nothing you've ever seen in your life. I swear to God. I swear to God. Sean texts in and says, may we have a greeter or greeter at these EST on-location events just to announce the arrivals of prominent people.
Well, we have
announcing Sir Lieutenant Eric of House EST. Everyone at Hudson's just stops to acknowledge what they're doing.
It's Tom.
It's supposed to be Tommy's role.
He's situated at the front of house.
Yeah,
he's dressed the part. People already ask him where to. It should be him. Get him on the mic.
Rusty Shackelford texts in and says, there's so many great sponsors at EST, but how has there not been a Donair sponsor as of yet? Yeah, I don't think we've really reached out to one
Donair layer.
Donair.
You got the list over
there
right?
should be. A Donair company would be smart to hop on with us. You basically eliminate all other Donair companies.
You corner the market.
Free Donairs.
What's your new Donair place? What have you checked out? Your new.
Well, it was Donair Bros is where I was going.
I know, but now with the new,
I have no idea.
I
have to find something.
You're by Rundle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will text in. Let's go. Give Trev the latest, the best Donair place out by Rundle Park.
I want to try. Apparently, that Swiss Donairs is pretty.
Oh yeah,
next level.
Yeah, Swiss is legit.
Okay.
Are you?
Don't think I'm too far away.
Okay, all right.
But as we know, I'm not really good with.
You have no idea
distances.
White Avenue Donair.
All right, 3 questions coming up. Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. Scalding hot takes for the ranch. We'll get to that. The GCL Diesel, Orange and Blue Breakfast, and the wrap for William Huff. Very fun, very jam-packed third hour. If you are watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. And yes, I am wearing that wig from Tamara the Wig Lady at the Wig Boutique. And I said to the guys in the when we were playing the song there, I like wearing this wig. You said it might even be real human hair.
Well, that's why it's so better than the.
It's so much better than the Tales of the North.
It's authentic.
I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the show. I might wear this in my game of 21 with Trev today after the show. Maybe it's a good luck wig. Anyway, I think I can rock it. I think it looks pretty good. All right, we are gonna start the hour with a little kind of easy trivia. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. Delicious. Nielsen recommendation, obviously. Classic Mike burger with fries. Get the gravy. One of, if not the best fries and gravy combo in the city. I'll stand by that. I'll die on that hill. Are you ready to stake your claim? Head to Mr. Mike's for a 2-course steak dinner for just $39.99. You will start with an Emperor's Caesar salad or the rustic onion soup. Then enjoy the tender 7-ounce sirloin steak with béarnaise butter, garlic mashed potatoes loaded with savory toppings. Mr. Mike's, eat locally. Enjoy casually. Who is playing kind of easy trivia today, Trev?
Pizza boy.
Oh, Pizza Boy. Let's go to the Pizza Boy, trying to get his hands on a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's. Pizza Boy, you ready to go?
I'm always ready.
Pizza Boy's always ready. All right, here we go. I will start the ticker. Or Trev will start the ticker. I have to read the first question. Good luck. Who has more goals in this year's playoffs? Connor McDavid or Connor Brown?
I'm not ready. Connor Brown.
True or false? Connor Brown wears number 99.
False.
Which former Oiler wore number 98?
Jesse Puljujärvi.
What team does Mikko Rantanen play for?
The Dallas Stars.
Is Rantanen from Finland or Mill Woods?
I'm gonna have to know.
And Sergio Ramos gets in the direction.
He got it.
This is not just a dream, it's a wet dream of orgasmic proportions.
Oh, is that dirty? Frustration sets in and the emotion goes out, and then you just start playing by yourself. Oh, is that dirty?
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Pizza Boy on his way to Mr. Mike's to become classic Mike Burger Boy. He'll love it. Oilers tonight. Got to hit it.
I believe in these guys. I believe in McDavid and Dry. I'm a Nuge, Bush, and Kane. Gonna make a deep run again. I believe they can soar. Gonna bring the cup back to the north. I believe in these guys. I believe in these guys. Stay with me. I believe in these guys.
Sloshed Clausen on a game day. Gotta love it. If that doesn't get you fired up for the game, what will? Raider Jesse saying, hey, how early do I got to be at the game to get a seat at with the Nats? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty busy. Hudson's was pretty busy last time.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to be coming in a little bit late, so hopefully I'll just be able to saddle on up to the table. I don't know, Raider Jesse. Try to get there 20 minutes before the game? Probably be okay. Relista over on the YouTube chat says Dallas from Nelson heard this song and simply just couldn't compete.
Put the guitar in the case, yeah.
After he heard Slosh Clausen, there was no return to the beat laboratory for Dallas from Nelson. Lots of good donaire suggestions. And obviously it's tough to have a bad donaire. I have in the city had bad donaires, but for the most part, pretty good donaires.
And they can be different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can go.
I had one that was completely different.
Yeah, you can have shaved, chunked. It's.
Penner's Pancakes, I think, in the chat said, man, I sure hope Pizza Boy doesn't have a piss test at work today. Pizza Boy, pretty chill.
Wait, Mark said that was like watching Dustin Johnson 3-putt at the Masters.
All right. You could probably call ahead and get a table, Raider Jesse.
Yeah, no, they reserve. If you want to do that,
we should probably reserve more tables than last game.
We had no plan.
Yeah.
We were lucky we got the one in the back. I don't mind standing though. I stood all game last time. I could do that again. I will sacrifice a seat if somebody would like it.
You're a man about the bar anyway. Yeah.
I love the bar.
Yeah.
Love the pub.
All right, 3 questions. Let's get into 3 questions too many today. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda, where they would like to congratulate Joel Quenneville on becoming the next head coach of the Anaheim Ducks. Park Mazda, do it for life.
Is that a done deal?
Darren Dreger says, see how the day unfolds. But indications are that Joel Quenneville, that's Joel Quenneville,
Joel Quenneville
is going to be the next head coach in Anaheim. Suggestion of an announcement today.
Interesting. Huh. All right. Well, there's that. Do you have a Twitter account?
Yes, I do. And Edmonton Sports Talk does as well. It's at YEG. That's YEG Sports Talk. You can follow the Twitter account today, and you'll be up to date on anything and everything going on, including this show and all the rest. Reid Wilkins was mentioning the hit with Gene Principe. Boom, right on there. So if you wanted to get caught up on everything. And look at this as well. They were chatting a little Zach Calero suspension yesterday, huh?
I saw that.
Yeah.
For failing to take a drug test.
Man, if that was a Ryder quarterback, we...
Do you think they were just sending it to the wrong email in the offseason or something?
Yeah, well, Zach's a very innocent man. I'm sure he didn't.
Listen to Riders fan Rick here. You guys had him. Do you hold a grudge because of that, or do you hold a grudge because of
He was not supposed to play football ever again. He could have died. That's what everybody was saying.
Instead, he put together a Hall of Fame career in the second half.
Absolutely. No, he's great.
He'll miss game one, which means it's Chris Streveler time.
Yeah. He shouldn't have been suspended. He's too good for the league. And I'm sure whatever he did, it was a misunderstanding. And, everybody else has to play by the rules. But if he doesn't, that's just okay.
But he didn't play by rules and he got suspended.
It's okay.
Are Bombers fans having an issue with this? Or?
I think we should all have an issue with it.
But he got suspended.
Yeah, but that sucks.
You're confusing me now. I'm so confused. I'm going cross-eyed here. All right, question number 1. Guys, which Oiler do you think was most likely to hit Shake Shack and then spend the day in a sports book yesterday?
Evander Kane?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe Evander Kane.
Is that...
I don't know if he would be...
go offline?
I don't know if he'd be Shake Shack guy, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm trying to
the
think.
second part. You got to kind of...
Shake Shack is good. There's no Shake Shacks in Edmonton, is there? Is that just an American thing so far?
We'll get it soon, I'm sure.
I will go with... I'll go with Corey Perry. It's a nice veteran move. Might not be too much left in his career.
He likes going out.
Go ahead, Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Go chill.
The nightlife.
Just don't worry about the nightlife. Just go. As an older guy, just hit the book. Just chill in the book. Question number 2. Which player at Elks camp is the most intriguing to you heading in?
A CFL question on a game 2.
I know.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I know.
What are we doing?
The other team matters a lot as well, okay?
What? A player that intrigues you in camp, so this is going to suggest that it's a position that's kind of somewhat up for grabs, or, I mean, you're not going to say Trey Ford. Okay, I get it.
Niles Morgan. I guess I'm still intrigued to see what's up with Zach Mathis.
Okay.
They've brought in a bunch of receivers. This is a giant guy that they sacrificed this year's first-round pick. They gave it up to get him in the supplemental draft. Canadian. 6 foot, 6'7". And a lot of other great receivers that they brought in. I think they have a really good receiving core. I saw CFL yesterday. Maybe it was just clickbait. I retweeted it. I didn't click it myself, but I saw CFL yesterday. I tweeted, said, "Are the Elks bound for the Grey Cup?" I thought, what? This is quite the turnaround here.
Why not in the CFL? Why not?
Yeah.
That should always be a question for a franchise.
I'll say Zach Mathis and what he can do. Got here partway through last year. Let's see what he can do with training camp and into the season.
I'll say the kicking game.
Yeah, that's kind of up for grabs here right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the franchise has shaken itself from Boris Beatty. I know Dean Faithful is probably always a breath away, but right now in the roster, Vincent Blanchard, Campbell Fair, and Toshiki Sato are your listed kickers.
All right. Well, we'll see how that sorts it out. We are 43 likes away from changing 600. So let's do that one as well. Question number 3 came in. I don't know if it was in the nasty chat or the text line. I apologize. I can't remember. Guys, what would be your dream broadcast location to do a Nielsen show? Live on location. Anywhere in the world.
Beef Island.
Ties in nicely from today, after today.
I mean,
the dream location to do a Nielsen show. I think it could be quite a wild ride to do a show from a hot air balloon.
See, I don't like the heights.
Me neither. That's why it would be a major panic show. People would love watching us up in a hot air balloon doing the show. Would a hot air balloon be as big as this office? How big is the base of a hot air balloon? I think they're bigger than we think.
No, we wouldn't be able to fit. Like we could, it'd be tight though. It'd be tight.
Am I crazy to think that a hot air balloon is like 12 feet by 14 feet?
Yes.
It's probably asking, yeah.
Like the basket? Yeah.
Yeah, the basket.
Yukon and I always want to do a show on the river.
River show would be cool.
Start in Devon, go all the way down. You can kind of...
That was my answer. Back home, maybe by a lake. Fishing
on the
by a
water.
lake,
On the water.
Fishing out in the water.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
People are saying in Switzerland. It would be great. Go up in Davos, right up to the top of the mountain.
Mount
Get
Everest.
up there.
Chicken fingers.
At that, you know what? Doing it at that chalet up there where I could get the fries and chicken wings.
That'd be good.
It's beautiful up there.
There's a lot of places we could do.
That'd be pretty good.
Great Wall of China.
As long as we got the internet. Big Uke says Bruce Boudreau's house.
We'd never leave.
That would be amazing. I think if we asked him, he would probably let us do it. All right, we're going to get fired up here for Gemco. Then we got Scalding Hot Takes on the way for the Ranch, GCL Diesel, Orange and Blue Breakfast. Let's go fired up right now. And I kind of want to just look at like this current era for the Nasties. I don't know how our listeners, and there are many, many, many of you, some of you, more involved than others. There's you in chat. There's those of you who text in, and then there's just so many more who just sort of listen in the darkness, but also enjoy a lot of the fun that we have. Fired Up is for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. They're the authorized dealer of Napoleon fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further. Canadian-made Napoleon fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Here's a list of things I put together. You just made the list! Oh my gosh.
That clip's getting a workout today.
Of reasons that Nasties should be fired up right now. Okay? The Oilers run, obviously. I mean, they're looking good again. It looks like it could be a deeper run than maybe some of us expected. Well, it's I didn't technically put them in order, but that's a big one. It'll drive a lot.
It's huge.
6 o'clocker loggers are on for just $12.99 right now at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor with our partners at Alley Cat. One of the highest selling craft beers in the entire province is right now on sale for $12.99. That's another reason that the Nasties should be fired up
also
right
tonight
now.
at Hudson's Bourbon Street.
That's what I have. Our on-location shows.
But the 6 o'clock.
Oh, the 6 o'clocker lager. Yeah, I had a couple of those last time we were at Hudson's on Bourbon Street. These watch parties are going great. It's an absolutely amazing time. If you haven't got out to Boston Pizza or Hudson's or the Ice House, those Nasties you do get out there, they're having the time of their life right now. They're a bunch of Sergio Dips.
And here he is, having the time of his life.
It's VR Montenegro today for the birthday
boy.
boy.
The birthday boy tonight there. The Winya. Hey, Trev, can I get a Winya?
Winya.
That's actually sort of become a thing now. We've got shirts that are available. That should have you fired up. Go to 780.com. 7 and then 80. The word 780.com. Right on the main page, you'll see a huge Edmonton Sports Talk logo. You click on it, and you can pre-order. It's pre-sale only. It won't be up in stores. So order it right now. Hop online at 780.com and get your Can I Get a Winya shirt. There's that going on right now. I'm sure I'm forgetting other things because of my writing here. We've entered the Play Alberta era, which is great. We've got our EST specials tab locked and loaded. The Play Alberta Sportsbook has basically become ours, which is awesome as well. So there's so many good things that are going on right
Sidney
now.
Crosby's going to play at the...
I did read that somewhere. I also read that somewhere.
It didn't make your list.
Yeah, it could have
in the middle there.
It could have made the list. So there's a lot of reasons for those of you who support us here at Edmonton Sports Talk, for us who work at Edmonton Sports Talk, to be fired up right now. I had another one here, and I think it is RE space
regular
A space ME. I don't know what that one would be. I'm not sure what that one is.
Colin the Amishman says Tommy in short shorts again.
Tommy shorts are
fire
back.
you all up.
The golf tournament is just around the corner. We're starting to get excited for that. The Nasty Bash is in the summer. It's a few months away. Like the vibe right now at Edmonton Sports Talk might be the best it's ever been. And that is a reason to be fired up right now. And hopefully the Oilers can kind of keep that going for a little bit. Scalding Hot Takes is on the way.
Sure is.
Trev's got a new place. Like it's all Trev. You must be so fired up right now.
I'm very
Who's not
fired up. This is
right?
the best time of the year.
The new
love
mouse.
it. The new mouse. How can we forget
The
about
new mouse
this
is
new
fired
mouse?
up.
Yeah, it's great. I'm so fired up.
Pizza Boy says that that new mouse should be number 1 on the list. Reed's eye is healing.
It is. It's
That's a big one.
The bathroom was cleaned. There's a
Thanks to
number.
Hernan.
There's a number of reasons to be fired up.
Bathroom is cleaned?
Well, not the part with the huge stack of paper towels.
Yeah, okay.
But Gager cleaned the bathroom.
Okay, like the toilet, yeah.
Yeah, but whoever manages the building's got to come clean up those paper
I
towels.
find it
It's
hilarious
ridiculous.
that it says, please push. There's a sign there that says push it down, and there's a mountain of paper
Yeah,
towels.
but I've tried to
I
step
know.
on it.
No, you
It doesn't
can't.
go down any
I know,
further.
we've exhausted.
I
the
tried to
sign.
step on it this morning.
The sign has proven its worth, but we're past that point already.
So there are a lot of reasons to be fired up right now for our great partners over at Gemco and all the Napoleon products you could ever want. All right, Scalding Hot Takes on the way. Plus the GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast and the wrap for William Huff. Gager looks like, I think he's locked and loaded, ready to go. Scalding Hot Takes coming up right away. Let's get to a sports update right now for a place where it is always game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
Well, some breaking news from today. TSN's Darren Dreger reports that indications are that Joel Quenneville is going to be the next head coach of the Anaheim Ducks. He also notes there is a suggestion that an official announcement could come later on today. Also later on today, Oilers Golden Knights. Game 2 down in Vegas, Edmonton up 1-0. You can join Tom Gazzola and EST for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows as we'll be live from Hudson's Bourbon Street. Coverage beginning at 6 here on the station. One other game tonight, you'll see the Hurricanes in Washington looking to go 2-up on the Caps. Puck drop at 5. Last night, Leafs 4-3 over the Panthers. They'll take a 2-0 lead down to Florida. And Mikko Rantanen's second straight hat trick led the Stars over the Jets 3-2, taking the opener of that series. NBA playoffs tonight, just the lone game as the Timberwolves host the Warriors down 1-0. That gets going at 6:30. Last night it was the Thunder all over the Nuggets 149-106, evening that series at 1. Knicks, meanwhile, come back from 20 down again to top the Celtics 91-90. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to New York. Jays look to avoid the sweep tonight as their series with the Angels concludes from Anaheim. First pitch, 7:38. And Elks rookie camp finishes off later this morning. Session starts at 9 and is open to the public from Commonwealth. Main camp will get underway on Sunday. Sports Update is presented by Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge with wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials. It is the place to be for every Oilers game. Every day is game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
Ferdinand Salas is my gaga.
Para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia para mi batía. Arriba y arriba, ay arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody now. Ba, ba, bamba. Ba, ba, bamba.
That's her Bamba from EST Afternoons. Get to a couple of quick text messages, then we'll bring in Gager. This one's in no handle. I guess it's from Trent. I'll have to put in the system. Good morning, boys. I know it's too late for a conch, but I am so pumped I just had to text you. I'm driving to the airport right now to fly to Montreal to watch the Oilers game tonight in Montreal and then hitting up UFC 315 on Saturday night. It's time! Great show, boys.
Oh, wait, Trent?
That's in from
Get it, Trent?
Trent today. I guess he won't bump into Joe Rogan. He doesn't come to Montreal anymore.
Yeah, no.
So is somebody else doing the? How's that work for the broadcast? How's that work for? Did you get somebody else? I don't even know. I want to get to this one as well. This is amazing here. I love this. Boys, I just want to say, when ya. My son, who has non-communicative autism, screams when ya, and I love it. Thank you for being you. That comes in from Evan. And you know what? I'm going 8 o'clock hour conch for his boy. I love that. All right, we got Scalding Hot Takes coming up, brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, offering premier conditions, top-notch service, unmatched value, one of Alberta's premier golf courses, and home to the EST Golf Classic. That's the Play Alberta EST Golf Classic now. Book your tee time today at theranchgolf.com. I was actually thinking about maybe trying to sneak out. The kids have another birthday party at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay.
I was thinking of maybe trying to sneak out for a round on Saturday.
No, it's easy. Big window.
We'll see. No promises yet, but if I do, actually, mind you, the ranch is probably already booked up. I'll have to pull some strings with old Murray McCourt.
You know a guy.
All right, let's bring in Gager today. Where are they? What's Gager in? Are you in your kitchen right now?
I'm in the West Wing, yes, Dusty.
Wow, I've never seen you anywhere outside of your office. What's going on today? What's happening right now?
No, last night I was watching the game, and I'm usually in the office, and I have in a side little bar in the corner, and I thought, you know what, I went out to the kitchen and decided to stay here, and then I realized this morning I was doing stuff here, and I go, I got to move back, and then I said, you know what?
Yeah, just do it.
I'll do the show from here.
Microwave.
Microwave. Yeah. I do have news though, Dusty.
Okay.
I don't know how you're going to feel about it.
What?
This is going to affect basically everyone, I think, at EST. So, just to let you know that this year, my wieners are going to be flying at Commonwealth again for every game.
No, he's back. He's back. Ho. My goodness. This is confirmed now, Gager.
I just signed the deal actually this morning.
Wow.
Pen to paper.
The Wiener Phantom of Commonwealth back slinging the dogs.
So this is, I mean, all the signings, all the free agents.
Congratulations.
Well, I'm glad we could get the job done.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got a deal done. 2-year, 3-year term? What are we talking?
I want to keep my options open. So we're just going to go 1 year, their option next year.
Sense, yeah.
Probably a juicy signing bonus, I bet, hey?
Yeah, probably. That's what it was, hey? That's good. Did you get any housing money?
No.
Okay. Did you guys think about delaying this because you didn't want to steal the spotlight from Elk's rookie camp?
Well, to coincide kind of to get the buzz, get the buzz going. You already heard the rookies are in, things are going on. I thought that this would, the Elks and I thought that this would be just another thing to add on to the pile to get people motivated for this season.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. It's such a fired up time right now around here. And now we get this news. This is just a great. Somebody's asking Death Screw over in the chat says, did you get an old movement clause?
We'll see how the dogs do.
You want to be concession 7 though, eh? That's it.
They're well liked, and I'm sure the crew at the Toronto Sports Network, 1 year working there, Dusty, that they'll appreciate the care packages that are delivered.
Wow, this is great news. I don't even know if I can recover in time for Scalding Hot Takes.
Yeah. Quinville announcement be damned. This steals the show.
Take that, Anaheim Ducks. Yeah. All right, the Scalding Hot Takes mid is back up for grabs. I won last week, so I will go first. Trev will go second. Lieutenant Eric, you've got the hammer this week.
Fitting.
And as always, the Scalding Hot Takes are brought to you by The Ranch. Check them out. Book your tee time, theranchgolf.com. Judge, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Trev, are you ready?
Let's go, baby.
Rick, are you ready?
Yes.
Dustin, are you ready? I'm so ready. Let's do it. Here we go. Hit it, Trev. Let's go.
Time now for Scalding Hot Takes.
Connor Brown is a descendant of Secretariat.
Hot take alert.
2 Mutts podcast, more like 2 Schmucks podcast.
That's a hot take.
The Oilers own the NHL record of consecutive come-from-behinds, but Tom Gazzola holds the Edmonton record.
Careful, that takes hot.
Mitch Marner's new baby gets more airtime on Sportsnet than the Oilers.
The hottest of takes.
The Oilers with 5 comebacks in a row. That's more backs than I've ever.
Hot take alert.
I haven't seen this much coming from behind since Starfish Troopers.
That's a hot take.
The best part about Trev's move is that Zach wanted to help so badly he paid the first month's rent.
Careful, that takes hot.
If yardage finders are so useful, why don't you use them for putting?
The hottest of takes.
It'd be sweet if all these come from behind wins are on backdoor tap-ins.
Wow, scalding hot take.
Alex Pietrangelo wasn't sick. He was just too intimidated by Stoff to even step foot in the rink.
Hot take alert.
I sold Zach my used socks for $5.
That's a hot take.
Coming from behind 5 straight times sounds like the start of a great Mac Ramala intro.
Careful, that takes hot.
Hernan Salas is 2 weeks away from claiming he allowed 2 goals in 4 seconds to Darren Quint.
The hottest of takes.
Even OEG thinks $40 for cards is highway robbery.
Wow, scalding hot take.
They do say a playoff series doesn't officially start until a team comes from the front.
Hot take alert.
All right, there we go. Scalding hot takes. Gager, the floor is yours, my man.
Do we even have to do this? We all know where this is going. Lieutenant Eric,
well played, sir.
The willingness to stick with it, the stick-with-itness is perfect. Congratulations, my friend. But they were all good. Yeah. What was your third one, Dusty?
The best part about Trev's move is that Zach wanted to help so badly he paid the first month's rent. We all had good takes today. I was happy with my takes. I knew I was done when you dropped your first one. But Trev, you had some good takes today too.
Trev's fourth one. What was Trev's fourth one? I like
the fourth one, Trev.
I sold Zach my used socks for $5.
Gager, what did you think of Hernan Salas is 2 weeks away from claiming he allowed 2 goals in 4 seconds to Darren Quinn?
That was really good. Really, really well done, Dusty. That's, he'll Febreze it for sure and say it's his.
Did you guys get into it on the show yesterday about the whole who claimed the bathroom cleaning?
He knew that I was mad at him, so he pulled the hey Gager, do you want anything from Tim Hortons before the show?
Yeah, he was doing that.
Veteran move.
Hernan's a sneaky boy, I'll say that.
Yeah.
All right, Gager, we'll see you in the office later, buddy.
Sounds good.
There you go. That is Gager, who did clean the bathroom.
On the record.
Hernan just bought a spray and sprayed it once. Ernie is in and says, I was on great takes today, buddy. Great takes.
Well, and Colton says, ironically, I didn't even have to come from behind.
No, you were a front runner the whole way.
Yeah, that was very good.
Front runner the whole way. Ernie is in and says, guys, I was on the fence about season tickets for the Elks, but for Gager's Wieners, I'm getting them now. Yeah, that's huge news. Like, to come out of nowhere and drop that on us is pretty damn impressive.
He's saved me on multiple occasions.
Yeah, because you get into it a little bit.
A total godsend.
Yeah. He makes me feel like the most important person at Commonwealth when I'm calling the game and I turn around and there's a box of dogs and burgers and chicken tendies. Yeah. And then after the game, I get to go around to the crew in the booth and be like, would you like something? Like I'm providing for the cameramen, the audio guys, the spotters, suits. Here, guys, I'm providing
this is
for
like
you.
Hernan taking credit for the bathroom.
It kind of is.
Look at all this food.
I do say, this is my friend Gage, and he brings it by for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, if you were watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We are changing 600. Let's go. Come on, Trev. Oh, yeah. Get it together.
Changing 100.
All right, there we go. Changing 600. Take a run at 7 before she's all said and done. Maddie, who's on a hangout today? Oh, Zach.
Oh.
How much did he pay you to be on the hangout today? $20.
This isn't going to get old.
Tommy, Maddie, Zach on the hangout today. That'll be fun. All right. Let's get into the GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, They're the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years. Shout out to Cam from GCL Diesel, who was in on the hangout earlier this week.
Awesome.
Made his hangout debut. Really nice guy. Loves to golf. All right, let's get into your projected lineups. And once again, here we are with the Edmonton Oilers. And we can pretty confidently say McDavid, Draisaitl, Perry, Nuge, Hyman, Kane, Henrique, Brown, Frederick, a line that Gazdic loves, Janmark with Arvidsson and Podkolzin. Podkolzin does two things in this series. He chips the puck in and he goes and hits somebody. It's only playing like, what, he plays 7-8 minutes in game one?
Yeah.
But when he gets the puck, it's down and he's hitting somebody.
His hits per minute are through the roof.
Through the roof. Nurse, Bouchard, Wallman, Klingberg, Kulak will play the majority of the game. They'll mix in Emberson where they can. As for Vegas tonight, and we'll get to an injury report here coming up in just a second. Eichel, Stone, Barbashev, Hurdle, Olofsson, Saad, Carl. They switched some things around here. This was from yesterday, from Danny Webster. So a line shuffle from the Vegas Golden Knights. Eichel between Stone and Barbashev. Hurdle with Olofsson, who is further down the lineup, slides up to play with Saad. Carlson, who was on the wing in game one, playing with Riley Smith and Brett Howden. And then Nicholas Waugh with Pearson and Colasar back down to the fourth line. McNabb, Theodore, Hannafin, Whitecloud, Haig, Korzak. We will get an update when we can on Alex Pietrangelo as we work our way through the day. Let's get to our injury update right now. A list of guys who aren't tough enough to play hockey tonight. Brought to you by Podium Physiotherapy. Knee pain from that nagging ACL injury. Hip or shoulder pain slowing you down. Back pain after a long day at work, well, they've got you covered. Whether it's a sports injury, post-op recovery, or the wear and tear of everyday life. For example, Reid Wilkins with his eye might need to go in and get a little work done somewhere else in his body because stress from the eye is getting to the rest of the body.
He can't sleep. He can only sleep on one side.
So what about that other side?
So you're kind of always overcompensating.
Yeah, exactly. The expert team is ready to get you back on track at Podium Physiotherapy. Unlock the athlete in you. What's the latest, Rick?
Yeah, well, Pietrangelo and Dorofeyev day to day. Of course, that doesn't change from game one. We'll see on their status closer to the skate and the puck drop tonight. Regula, Ekholm, and Stetcher out for the Oilers.
All right, what is your key to a victory tonight here on the GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast?
Could be a couple. And Gazdic mentioned that the Vegas Golden Knights, the one positive I guess you could pull from their loss the other night was that they were successful with the man advantage, and they traditionally have been. So staying disciplined for the Oilers. I think we mentioned that a couple of times throughout the show. And the continued 5-on-5 dominance. The limitation of high danger chances was on full display. I mean, we look at the shots and that's good, but if they can continue to limit Vegas in that regard and make things extremely easy for Cal Pickard, and he just shows up in the slight moments where he needs to, that'll go a long way tonight as well. So don't get in the muck. I think Reed also said too, like, I don't know if Vegas will like to want to get in the muck, but they're no stranger to the dark arts. Stay disciplined, stay out of the box, continue the 5-on-5 domination. Should be a recipe for a victory.
Game day prediction just came to me. What do we call it? An epiphany? Is that what it is? When something just comes to you? I just had an epiphany. The Oilers get a goal from a defenseman. That'll be my game day prediction. The Oilers get a goal from a defenseman in game 2 tonight. As of right now, the Oilers are plus 115 moneyline dogs with our partners over at Play Alberta. If you think the Oilers can win in regulation, plus 175. You can get that number if you think they win in regulation tonight. Also, on the EST specials page, the early bird bet of the day, if you missed it earlier in the show, plus 215, McDavid and Bouchard with assists and an Evander Kane point. If this hits tonight, Hudson's will be rocking at West Edmonton Mall. McDavid, Bouchard assist, Evander Kane point, plus 215. It's a boosted number up to plus 215. EST specials page at playalberta.ca. If you've not yet downloaded the Play Alberta app, it's a good one. Download it and hop on and ride with us over there. That is your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. GCL Diesel, best in the biz. End of story. All right, let's get to the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done with Bruce and the crew at William Huff. They've been doing it since 1952. You go to Commonwealth, you see things wrapped up on the walls, William Huff. You go down to the Ice District, Rogers Place, you see things wrapped on the walls, William Huff. You come in here to Evans Sports Talk, you see our walls, William Huff.
They own the rap game.
The biggest brands in the city, rolling with Bruce and the team at William Huff. All right, what did we learn on the show today, boys?
Quenneville to the Ducks. Berube says Stoller is unlikely to travel to Florida for Game 3. But the story of
Doesn't
the day,
matter anyway.
the news of the day. No, yeah, but I mean, it happened here just prior to Hot Takes. That steals the show. Gager's announcement of pen to paper in the deal.
That's a big one.
I'm sitting there and I ain't moving off that.
You know what I also genuinely learned today is that there's a place called Beef Island. Twitter Mary, her husband, they're there.
This vacation looks great. We thought they were sailing across the Atlantic. It was just kind of.
I totally thought they were going the Titanic route. That was my bad.
But Beef Island, yeah.
I did pin them in the middle of the ocean though, down towards wherever the Caribbean is.
It doesn't look too bad. Like you got a lot of. There's just north of Beef Island is an island, a smaller one called Scrub Island, and there's a Scrub Island Resort Spa and Marina.
We should try to reach out to Beef Island and see if they would like to sponsor the show a bit. And it becomes a destination resort for EST.
After we call the Nelson Dairy Queen.
But we got to check in there. Trev, did you learn anything on the show today?
No, I think you guys you nailed
Kind
it
of covered
there.
the main points, didn't we?
Yeah, Gagers. That's the big one. I can't wait. It was so fun seeing him last year.
How much unpacking do you have to do today?
Like the most unpacking I've ever had to do in my life.
Because you've accumulated more stuff at this age.
It's just ridiculous. Like,
yeah, but it's fun setting up a new place.
No,
it's not.
No.
Okay.
What's fun about it?
I don't know. You put stuff in new spots.
Oh,
it's kind of fun.
No.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe it'd be fun. I was just trying to cheer you up a bit. I know you got a lot of work to do today.
Sucks.
All right, let's get to your sound of the day. Then we'll get to the text of the day today. Sound of the day. Sound of the day today. What's time do we got? We got a little bit of time.
You just made the list.
Well, I mean,
it's funny we didn't play that for. You played it like 4 times today, which is
we haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah, and it's getting a workout.
Things just
today.
pop up. Let's do this.
Oh yeah! Pour it on! You wanna win it? Game on, yeah! Oh, baby! It's time to play with disdain. If you wanna lift the cup again, push and shove and rough up. You know Connor's gonna get the win. And yes, they lift the cup again. Got no doubt in my head. And yes, they lift the cup again. Oh man, playoffs are insane. Playoffs are insane. Rock and Rogers place. Rock and Rogers place.
Connor McDavid moving in with speed. He shoots. He scores.
Hop on this train and hang on. You know they got it, ain't no looking back. It's a tough road to the cup. Gotta win for in the best of sevens. And yes, they lift the cup again. Got no doubt in my head. And yes, they lift the cup again. Oh man, playoffs are insane. Playoffs are insane. Rock and Rogers place. Rock and Rogers place. Yeah. Playoffs are insane. Playoffs are insane. Rock and Rogers place. Oh, Rock and Rogers place.
Pour it on. Zach Hyman moving in. Risker shoots. Scores. Zach Hyman.
We'll crack a beer for this glorious time. You've been waiting. You've been waiting. The top line's just a flying, cause man, yeah, they want one. You know they want to. Can you feel it? Can you feel it tonight? Can't go high glove, cause Stewie Skins is a guy. It's the moment, yeah, they're rolling tonight. Can
8:55 on the Nielson Show. Hangouts coming up as well. Oilers 92 over the chat says, guys, anyone else notice that the boys are undefeated since Cup Cherry came back?
Yeah.
It's true.
And Jimmy Onishi doesn't like it.
Yeah, Jimmy Onishi. I don't know why Jimmy Onishi
that's his hill. He dies
one thing
on.
you're going to die.
You can't hate it now.
You're going to die on that hill
after that point was made.
All right, keep the text messages flying in. Text of the day today for A&W. It's been a busy day in the Paris Jewelers inbox, and remember, Sunday's going to be a busy day for moms. Sunday, May 11th, that's this Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Paris Jewelers Mother's Day collection now live. Gifts starting at $99. Don't pay for a year. Online at parisjewelers.com. Text of the day today for A&W, where the team burger is now available for just $4.99. Plus, it's a game day.
Game day.
Mama burger and fries, $5. Perfectly seasoned, juicy, grass-fed beef patty raised with the use of hormones and steroids, topped with real cheddar cheese, mouth-watering bacon, crisp lettuce, onion, tomato, pickles, teen sauce, served on a freshly toasted sesame seed bun. All for just $4.99. Get it while it's $4.99, only at A&W, Canada's original burger chain since 1956. I want to go with this one today for text of the day. Deaky Sparks. I heard Connor Brown got stem cells from Mario Lemieux in his recovery. It's just that type of playoff for Connor Brown. And you always wonder, everybody is so desperately wanted a Fernando Pisani since 2006. And last year, there was no real candidate that sort of emerged as the Pisani of last year's playoff run. Connor Brown is creeping towards Pisani territory. If he scores again tonight, I might declare it a full-blown Pisani tomorrow on the show.
Jan Marks walked so Connor Brown can run.
Kind of, right? Yes. That's a good one. Well, I didn't mean like a busy day for moms on Mother's Day. I just meant it'll be
What do you mean?
busy day. Well, because maybe some moms just want to chill. They don't want it to be a busy day. But a meaningful day for moms.
But
a meaningful
you could
day.
be being taken out for brunch. You'd be getting dragged all these things.
Like that.
It's good stuff. A good busy. Yeah.
A nice,
not grueling.
A nice day for moms.
A grueler.
A nice day for moms. All right. So we've got the hangout coming up. Maddie, Tommy, Zacticum, all locked and loaded. I'll be back with the lock shop at 11. We'll have two guys and a goalie today at noon. That'll lead into EST afternoons from 1 to 3. The Reid Wilkins Show from 3 to 6. GCL Diesel pregame show, 6 o'clock tonight. Hudson's, Bourbon Street, West Edmonton Mall. We will see you there.
I'll see you there.
Should be a pretty good evening for me. VR Montenegro's birthday boy.
Apparently he has to work tomorrow too.
Oh, that's poor planning on his part.
That's too bad. Too bad to be him.
Can't feel bad for him.
No, not at all.
Come on, man.
It's still your birthday.
You got to get it together there. All right, for YouTube, Trev, good luck with everything today. Hopefully you can get some stuff unpacked and then watch your beloved Edmonton Oilers go up 2-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up before you take off and turn on autoplay. That'll take you right on over to the Hangout. And I'll be back with the Lock Shop at 11 for YouTube, Trev, Lieutenant Eric. I'm Dustin Nielson. Great hot takes today, Rick. All-timer. That was well done. Take it easy.